Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. The postman delivered at Muirfield Village on Sunday. Despite losing a 4-shot lead, JT Poston survived to top Ryan Gerard in a playoff to win the Memorial Tournament, the biggest victory of his career.
It sounds like a dream. This is one of the events that we have circled on our calendar at the start of the year every year, and it feels amazing to get it done and just to be a part of the rich history here. It's a good bunch, and to be able to add my name to that list is incredible.
The win landed Poston berths in the U.S. Open and the Open Championship. College football, Texas Tech quarterback Brennan Sorsby was granted a temporary injunction versus the NCAA and is eligible to play in 2026. The former Cincinnati Bearcat was ruled ineligible earlier this year after he acknowledged gambling on sports. He'll sit out Tech's first 2 games. This update sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Take a vacation from high interest rates with special rates on balance transfers at BMI Federal Credit Union. BMIFCU.org/consolidate.
It's time to add some spice to your nooner. Nooner funny. This is the place where big-time guests, bold opinions, and little cute doggies come together. This is Rothman Ice.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus, the #1 rated windows and doors in Columbus.
All right, welcome back in. Glad to have you. Everybody is here. Off a wild week. Glad to have the Iceman back. TLC's Behind the Glass. I am Anthony Rothman. And you are in the office, baby. Good to have you.
What up? What up? It's good to be back. It's great to see you again. Shout out to Scotty Vegas. Shout out to Bobby Carpenter, guys that filled in for me on Thursday and Friday. So, yeah, big love to those guys, but hope everybody's having a great start to their week and had a great weekend. How are you feeling, big dog? You're looking good
Amazing.
Today. Good.
Listen, it's for people that love golf, it's a great week. I could imagine if you were in this business and you didn't have a passion for golf, then maybe that would be hell week to you, right? It would be. But there is a love affair that I have with that tournament. I think it's outside of an Ohio State football game, it is certainly the greatest sporting event we have in this town. I believe that. I know, listen, I love Blue Jackets hockey and all that, but I just think maybe the week itself, and maybe since the legendary figure is so attached to it still, and Jack is here, and the family, and all that.
I mean, you also get to get your bromance on, too, every week this year with Rob Lowe when he comes in. And so, yeah, there's a lot personally for you baked into this week.
That's right. That's probably well said. Yeah, it's not really – you're right. It's my personal deal. It's not – but it is an amazing week.
No, to your point, AR, I think you nailed it. When we could present – let's say like a PowerPoint presentation for why you should move to Columbus, high on the list would be us probably pitching the Memorial and the weekend itself and how great everybody does as far as everybody that's working there. Just the whole thing is seamless and a great time year in and year out. So shout out to everybody.
Outside of the weather.
Correct.
Yeah.
Usually that. So from Tom Spruce to the people that just everybody that's involved with making the tournament happen, and they do a great job. It's awesome.
It's one of those places that the motivation to go there is different for everybody. And some people go there and don't see one shot of golf, don't see a stroke. They don't.
Yeah, for some people,
it's the social, it's to meet up with people.
Yeah,
it's all that.
Yeah.
And some people I am putting my chair on this hole and I am sitting here for 8 hours. Right. And some people like to walk the course with the leaders and see if they can do, because no one's getting access to that place.
Except you.
You're not a member.
Except you.
Media, you as well. And so it's one of those places you kind of get to visit and be a part of. And it was great. And the depth of golf is tremendous. And it was a very unlikely winner that we had yesterday. And in a semi-print the shirts moment, JT Poston came on the show on Thursday. And I was being an idiot and giving him my theory on putting and putters and all this. And he was fine. He was playing well, but nobody, including me, thought he'd actually win it. He was 140-1 before the tournament. Scheffler's going for a three-peat. Rory's here. Yeah. And all the others that have been playing really hot. And so, but it was a special week because for JT Poston, it was his birthday last Monday. He had dinner with some friends on Tuesday. It was a week that maybe had a little destiny attached. His family was in town. He said he was going to go to the zoo maybe Thursday afternoon. And when we were talking about good, get away from golf.
I'm in on that.
Kind of, And so, and Thursday when he came on, he said he played well. He didn't really make a lot of putts. But Friday was the round of the tournament. and it was the round that put him in position to be able to win this event. When you shoot a 65 in that wind, it's legendary-like. It's stuff that we'd see out of the Hall of Fame type golfers.
Big time, yeah.
And so my illustration on the depth of golf is this. The winner yesterday was 94th in the world coming in. And the guy he was fighting with, Ryan Gerard, I think was 36th in the world. Top 100 players in the world that pick up a golf club for a living. And not many have heard of them. They haven't. And that's the depth of this game. You could have a guy 36th in the world that no one has ever heard of. And he had a 4-shot lead going into the final 18. That's a nice cushion.
Yeah.
And here's the key, because a lot of people are asking me, what do I think about playing the 30-plus holes and how that affected him? It certainly affected him, but here's in a good way why I think it worked for him. He only had to think about it for an hour. He didn't have to sleep on it. Mm-hmm. And he already had been out on the golf course the day that he had to win it, which means that he knows conditions of that course now. And the day itself, I felt, lent itself to chasing him down. The conditions, I mean. After Saturday's storm and how the course softened up a little bit and the winds were way light on Sunday. And so the strategy of going in with a 4-shot lead is, are you going to protect the lead or are you going to try to make birdies? And I think for a guy like J2 Poston, it was not to protect the lead. That was a first-class recipe to disaster. What I witnessed over the first 13 holes, Matty, was a guy who just wasn't executing. It just wasn't going his way. And what I admire the most out of his win is that he never quit when everybody else quit on him. I believe that. Because when he bogeyed 12 and 13, he went from a guy who probably could win it or should win it to a guy that may not even be in a playoff if there is one. And he makes a putt at 14. He makes a great up and down at 15 at the par 5. The hard pill to swallow is 17. Yeah. He's in the rough. He's on the right side. He's got a $195 into a very tough green. And now here's the pill he has to swallow. Do we lay up and try to get yourself a par putt, or do we hit it up there, hit it somewhere bad, and then it's lights out? Now we're not winning. And so he bit the bullet. And he lays up, and he lays up to 93 yards, and he throws it into 11 and a half feet, and he jars it. And at that moment, you're watching a guy grind his way to the finish, and the shot at 18, wind coming in off the left, to a left pin. He stuck it in there twice. He had 170 to the hole. He's got an 8-iron. In that heat, that's probably what his 8-iron goes, is a $170. But now he's a little juiced up. So does he take the 8 or lay off a little bit on the 8? He winds up laying off a little bit on the 8. And he just never quit. And it's been a tough year for him up until now. It's relatively tough. His best finish before winning yesterday was 21st this year, before yesterday. And it's hard. It's hard out there. And he's still working hard. And he wasn't seeing the results. And how frustrating that is, I don't know. We're going to be able to ask him, because in the meeting on Thursday, it's all come full circle. So I'm trying to beg, borrow, and steal, and stayed, and all that. And he'll come on at 1:30 today.
There we go.
And tell us exactly the questions that I have for him. His caddy, Aaron Fleener, has been looping for him for 9 years. When they get to the green, it's pom-poms out. He's not reading it. He's not telling him, I think it's right edge. He's saying, you're going to make this. And that's about it. And it's days like that yesterday that I think make it all worth it and special, because he nearly had to play another 36 today after 30-plus on Sunday. Him winning, the win itself didn't launch him in. The win got him enough points to get him into the official world ranking of top 60, and because he was 94, as I mentioned before. And now he's in the U.S. Open, and he doesn't have to qualify today. But he's $4 million richer. He got the handshake with Jack. Yep. I'm sure he got a milkshake. And he is now immortalized in Memorial Tournament lore with guys like Tiger and Norman and Watson and Scheffler and all these guys.
Pretty cool.
And now he knows it.
It's really cool. Yeah. Not pretty cool. Yeah. It's really cool. Has to be, we'll ask him, one of the best birthday weeks, if not the best birthday week you've ever had. You know what I mean? You start off on Monday with your actual birthday. You end it on Sunday with $4 million and a handshake from arguably the best golfer of all time. So, yeah, incredible, thoroughly entertained. How could you not be if you're a golf fan at all with how that thing ended? I was kind of feeling for Burns, AR, with some of the putts on 17 and 18.
Did you see the break,
right
though, he got at 17?
I did. But just some of the putts that were right there on the edge, those last 2 holes for him, it was tough, but that's the game, and you got to knock him down, and JT, he responded. So, yeah, maybe you didn't have the headline names that we're used to seeing on the marquee, but I was entertained by how those guys had to fight through some adversity. Whenever you get a playoff in this type of tournament, that's what it's all about. So, yeah, I thought from start to finish, the tournament was really cool. I talked to some people that were out there that had a good time all weekend, but nobody had a better time than JT winning the tournament and going home $4 million richer. It's amazing.
You had a Western Carolina guy win and a UNC guy in the playoff as well. Yeah. So you knew somebody from Carolina was going to win it. Here is JT on hearing his name as Memorial Tournament winner.
It sounds like a dream. Just incredibly proud, incredibly humbled. This is one of the events that we have circled on our calendar at the start of the year every year, and it just feels amazing to get it done and just to be a part of the rich history here. We were talking about the past winners. It's a good bunch, and to be able to add my name to that list is incredible.
He changed putters, changed the ball, needed to look down at something different. He's my favorite player now because he's exactly like me. And I told him that on Thursday, that putters are like field goal kickers. When they don't work, you get a new one. Exactly, and he did, and he won. It's amazing.
And look, he is like you because you've won a tournament out there at Jack's Place too, so you know what it takes to walk the grounds and win there as well.
Amazing. Pretty cool moment. 140-1. To win the tournament coming in, and he gets it done. All right, so let's lock him in for 130 now that he doesn't have to qualify for the U.S. Open.
What happens to a guy by the name of Adam King?
Oh, was he scheduled at 130? Guess what?
What happens?
I think TLC has another flight we can book him on. Mm-hmm. He just got bumped, as they say in the business.
He gone.
We'll be all right. We'll float him.
We'll love you, AK. We'll
bumped
get you
up. There's 12:30 or bumped to tomorrow.
I don't know. Whatever other carrier will accept him. That's your job now. Unfortunately, we just lopped that onto you.
Figure it out.
We're coming back. Another huge win. This one in college football. We'll tell you about it next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
The only workplace in America to participate in the Doorknob Fart Game. And we also play office basketball and sometimes do radio. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Ben Sattler, Assistant Vice President, Commercial Lending, on what makes First Bank of Central Ohio successful.
What we do as a community bank is really, listening to, that company, finding the solutions that best need their business and is not just a universal product that you could get anywhere else.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
The great thing about Atlas Butler is they do it all. Heating, cooling, plumbing. Look, I'm busy with work. I don't have time to wait around or deal with lots of people. One company, one call, and they do it all. Wonder if they'll clean out my inbox. Seriously, offer that service. Please.
Atlas Butler is at your service. Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Hey, this is D. Miller. Did you know that 1 in 4 men over 40 have low testosterone? They have low energy, low sex drive, low motivation, and barely recognize themselves. But 100% of them can get all that back and feel like themselves again at Low T Center. Low T Center is the original TRT clinic, changing lives since 2009. They can help you get your energy, focus, and sex drive back. They even work with most major insurance providers. So head to fixmylowt.com and book your free testosterone test. That's fixmylowt.com.
The Reds are on the radio.
Swung on first, high, deep, left field. There it goes. A 3-run go-ahead blast for Eugenio Suarez. They're waving around Friedel. Up throwing Anthony. Throw to the plate, not in time. And the Reds walk it off at 11, 6-5.
The quest for October baseball is underway. Hear all the action all season long on your home of the Reds.
Whoa, what's all this? These screens, the food?
All for the game, bro.
Dude, let us pitch in.
No need. I've got it all covered. With T-Mobile, I'm saving $1,000 bundling my wireless and internet.
No way. Really?
Yep, and the price of my plan won't change for 5 years.
Wow, I'm definitely switching to T-Mobile.
Goal! Here to score big with T-Mobile. Families save up to $1,000 a year when they bundle fast, easy to set up, all-in 5G home internet with 4 phone lines on Experience Beyond. And your plan price? Guaranteed for 5 years. Stay connected con tu gente and catch every match with T-Mobile. Join now at T-Mobile.com. Price guarantee on talk, tax, and data. Exclusions like taxes and fees apply. Savings based on third line free via monthly bill credits. Internet discount with $15 in monthly bill credits and auto-pay discount. Qualifying credit required. Credits may take up to 2 bill cycles and will stop if you cancel any lines or change plans.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, commercial properties. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
And now, Public Education Matters with Ohio Education Association President Jeff Wensing.
No matter where they're from, what they look like, or who they or their parents love, all students need safe, welcoming learning environments that embrace them for who they are, regardless of race, background, gender, ability, or anything else. Ohio's public school educators are dedicated to the well-being and potential of all students, no exceptions.
Public Education Matters, brought to you by the Ohio Education Association.
The Reds are on the Fan's family of stations all season long. If you don't listen, Terry Francona will ride his scooter to your house and yell at you. Your home of the Reds. The Fan, the Fan 2, and the Fan 3. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly cloudy, turning humid and warm for the rest of the day. Upper 80s for a high. An isolated shower or storm could pop up later on today as well. Overnight, few showers and storms remain a possibility. Warm once again with lows only around 70. Then for Tuesday, scattered showers and a few thunderstorms are roaming around. Otherwise, partly to mostly cloudy, humid, highs in the lower 80s. For the Fan, I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Justin Gertz.
We've been your Jackets flagship station since day one. All the goals, all the action, all the memories. Your home for the Columbus Blue Jackets, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Truth of the matter is, you're listening to Rothman Ice on 97.1 The Fan.
Everton, JT posted Memorial Tournament champ at 1:30 today. Don't miss that. The Iceman's back. By the way, how the Ripplers do?
Yeah, we you'll find out about 12:45 how the boys did. Maybe in party like a rock star today. They're
worthy.
It was a good weekend. It was a good weekend for the gang. I'm proud of the boys. I'm proud of the boys for sure.
I mean, I was trying to read the poker face at all, and I hadn't asked you about it yet because it's the first time I've seen you since Wednesday.
Yeah.
But all right, that's a great little tease.
It was a good weekend for let's just say not only for my team, but the Ripple baseball brand itself. Okay. Both 15-year-old teams and the 14-year-old team represented this weekend.
How many of your players off this weekend are demanding deals or they're going to jump ship?
I have not heard
anybody in the portal.
No, I haven't heard any of that. Okay. I think with the way that our roster's set up, AR, playing time's not going to be an issue. Everybody's going to be out there helping out. So not only do we have that, but top of the hour, 1 o'clock today on a Monday is the floor is yours. Right. So 614-821-9710 is TLC's hotline number. Best caller, AR, is going to receive a $25 gift card to
Skyline Chili.
Skyline Chili. So get on in line. It's always fun hearing from you guys. So it should be a action-packed 1 o'clock hour today, and we'll lead it off with you guys with the floor is yours at the top.
Just hit me.
What's up?
I haven't even told TLC this. So I had a face-to-face meeting with the big fella from Delaware.
No way.
At the tournament.
No way.
Tell him.
Denny from Delaware.
Did you really? The legend himself, live and in the flesh.
Danny. I met them both.
Still not sure?
Yeah. Met them both. Unbelievable. You know what? It was.
Did he look the way
it was my? It was my what I do for a living in reverse. That I finally got to put a face with the voice.
When did this happen? Yesterday, Friday?
No, it happened I think it happened Friday.
Okay, he just pulled up to the set.
I was near the pavilion, and he walked up and said his name, and I was like, "You're a legend."
Yes, he is.
Like,
that's amazing.
I actually, I let an expletive fly, but
Mr. October
can't do that. Actually, one level above that, but I was like, blank me. Like I saw him. I couldn't believe it.
It is cool, though. That's a really good. I know TLC was out there. You were out there this weekend, right? TLC doing some stuff. So, yeah, just meeting some folks. AR is always cool. Like, we had some people stop by on Wednesday. One guy congratulated me for my new baby, and I was like, that's not me. That's Tyvis, but thanks anyway.
That did happen.
I'll send him the love. This is the wrong guy, but I appreciate it.
I mean, that's pretty funny. You could say, I don't know what you could have said. You could have said.
What I said to you guys off the air.
I know what you said off the air, but what I'm saying to him, you could have said,
you do a great job spinning those tracks.
It's amazing that I was able to get away from the baby a couple weeks in to just come out here to the golf course.
I'm just going to be honest. What I said off the air to you guys was, he had the wrong black guy. That's just what it was. He made a mistake, Congratulations on the baby. He's a black guy that works at the Fan. He must be Tyvis Powell.
Very proud of you. That's very nice.
No, sir. I'm just a DJ by the name of Matty Ice.
Really? Are you sure about that?
Ice, you played.
Hey.
All right, listen. It's not what you know. It's what you can prove.
Nice guy.
Maybe.
Just made a mistake.
Maybe he wasn't thinking about Tyvis. Maybe he thought you had a baby.
Oh.
Congratulations. Congratulations to Texas Tech quarterback Brendan Sorsby.
Wait, hold on, real quick. What did Danny from Delaware look like? Because I've always imagined him looking like Seth Rollins.
Oh.
Like hair, hair down with the beard. No, not the Seth Rollins that's on TV with his hair like in a man bun, like hair down.
I'll get you an athlete comp, or an actor comp.
Okay,
and I have to picture it in my mind's eye again. Remember, I was out there for Wednesday through Sunday, and I don't really.
You've got a half hour to come up with a comp for him.
Maybe a sketch, a lineup,
and then
you'll pick him up in about 10 minutes.
Hopefully, he calls in, and we'll ask him to comp himself to an athlete. Like if you had to be
an actor.
An actor.
Yeah.
So you come up with one and then we'll challenge him to come up with one.
Celebrity doppelganger.
Correct. For himself. Apparently mine is Tyvis Powell.
And I'm going to call Adam because he hasn't texted me back.
That's amazing.
He's probably still asleep knowing AK.
All right. Well, sorry. Reading text on the air.
I'm sure they're
not
important.
a great. Well, if you want to read, you want to hear some text?
Sure. You got receipts?
No,
you don't like receipts? What do you got?
On the hockey game from the other night?
Oh, goodness. Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sure that was quite the roller coaster of text.
I mean, to friends, I'm like...
Well, I thought these were directly to Torts. That's,
No,
I'm sure there's some of those.
I know better than that. I mean, I'm like, implosion. He's got to take a timeout. Never in a million years did I think they would need that Marner penalty shot. Now it's suddenly the same of the game by Bussy. I'm yelling at a friend who went to bed at 4-0. I'm get up. Vegas power play. Now 8-2. You got to have one here. Delay a game, Vegas. Canes, this is insane. I'm going to vomit. Overtime. Wake up. Double overtime. Hope you're having a hell of a sleep. This is nauseating.
Oh, wow.
And then I said, Vegas wins in double overtime, and nothing else matters about it now.
Let me ask you this.
Anything that came before it.
Why did you need this person to wake up? You just wanted somebody to converse with about the game?
Yes, I needed a vent.
I didn't know if there was maybe a parlay or something going on to where maybe you wanted to
there's no
cash
money
out.
involved. No,
you just wanted somebody to talk ball with. That's all you were looking for. Okay.
Here's another friend of mine. I can't handle this. It should be they should have 6 goals. That blanking delay of game. Why are they imploding? This is blanking awful. I'm going to be sick. We need a penalty kill of a lifetime. There are so many expletives in this text string. It was, I feel like this could only happen to Torts. Not sure why, but it does. And then my buddy's like, how do you feel? He goes, honestly, I have no blanking idea how I feel. And I said, it's hard not to feel like there is no way they win. I go, but if they can just get some puck luck. Like, I felt like the Canes were going to win it traditionally.
Yeah.
And Vegas would win it on a freak, and that's exactly what happened. End board, banker into a skate, and in.
Where are you currently when it comes to the could versus should? Now that Vegas has taken the 2-1 lead.
This feels so 7.
Yeah.
So 7. 3 1-goal games, 2 in overtime, 1 in double. Yes, could Vegas be up 3-0? Yeah, they could, but no. This is...
They go up 3-1, then it should.
Then it should. But
and Torch isn't going to be having any of that. I think the line's fairly even for tomorrow.
I just hate this. No lead is safe, and I don't get it. I mean, I was dying.
That is a thing for you in sports.
Not in hockey, though.
Well, I'm just saying, in general, when that happens in sports for you, it drives you up a wall.
Let me run something by you, because I ran this by TLC over the weekend.
Yeah.
While we were sharing a piece of chicken or salmon in the media center together.
I had both.
Oh. That's nice.
That's an interesting visual.
Surf and turf. I've asked this to Torts before when he was on the show about protecting leads in hockey.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it in soccer. You kind of park everybody. You could probably slow the game down in football, run the football, burn the clock. You can in basketball. You can
do
a
it.
little bit.
You can drain the clock.
Or try to get some entry into the post, try to get fouled, try to slow the game down at the line a little bit, try to just milk the game a little bit. And in hockey, I mean, every goal can be a fluke and every goal can be a beauty. And when you lose a 4-0 lead in the third period, and remember this game, it was 2 overturned goals early, which were legit, 2 overturned goals. Vegas takes a 4-0 lead. Marner has a hattie. Marner has a penalty shot. He has a penalty shot against a goalie who hasn't seen a shot in a real game in 2 months. And it's about to make it 5-0, and he doesn't. And it turns out to be the save of the night. And then the Canes have every reason to say, let's not expend this energy. We're down 4-0, 12, 13 minutes to go. Let's stay healthy. Let's get out of this thing. Put everything into game 4. And then they get one. So they crack the seal and they get one. And then it's 4-2, and then it's 4-3. 39 seconds, back to back to back. And if they would have lost that game, Vegas, which they probably should have, but if they would have lost it, I don't think it all goes on the coach. I think it's the one sport. Like, if you blow a 21-0 lead in the fourth quarter, the coach is getting all the blame. If you pull a Kenny Atkinson and blow that 22-point lead in New York, you're getting all the blame. And probably you should, a lot of it. But in hockey, you're not calling plays. It's culture. Yes, there's strategy. There's lines. There's this matchups. But the coach, like, Torts would have seriously been affected by that and probably been criticized, rightfully so. But I don't think, Maddie, it's like any other sport where the coach has to take the brunt of blowing a big lead. It's either it's on the players, it's on the goalie, it's on a bad reversal, a guy like a bad pass. It's not really on the coach.
Is it the one sport, that being hockey, to where the coach is less of a focal point than any other professional sport? Like, just off the top of my head, I was thinking, do we talk less about the coaches with this sport than basketball,
100%.
baseball, football? I think so.
Baseball.
Yeah, the managers are kind of
pitchers control a lot, pitching changes, double switches. That baseball, I would think I would almost put, in a weird way, I'm thinking I'm putting baseball a little lesser than hockey.
Lower than hockey.
As far as impact.
But both those sports, the manager in baseball and the coach in hockey, you're not in the spotlight as much.
You blow a massive lead. If a baseball manager blows an 8, it's never on. It's on the guy that served up the homer. It's on the guy that booted the ball.
Yeah, like Todd Monken mismanages his timeouts on a Sunday. You know how loud that is on a Monday?
It's all
nationally. Yeah,
That's
everywhere.
Right. Yeah. All right, we'll come back in 2 minutes, and we'll get to this Sorsby big win, because it's we asked the question, can anything kill this sport? And from an individual standpoint, this is way up there. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
Spring cleaning is when homes get a new twinkle in their eye,
a new spring in their step,
a new color in their cheeks.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK. We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
When that shiny truck from 1-800-GOT-JUNK arrives at your house,
it's a sign of a new beginning,
a clean start,
a breath of fresh air.
When your home feels clean and happy,
the people inside feel clean and happy too.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK
or visit us at 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. During Window Nation's Buy 4, Get 4 free sale, you could replace all your home's windows and get half of them for free. Plus, you could get them with no money down and no payment or interest for 2 years. The sale ends soon, so visit windownation.com now to book a consultation.
No! USA is up 2-0. That is the most dangerous lead in soccer.
Relax, Mike.
See that, Dan? My left eye is twitching. That's my warning eye. It'll be 2-2 by stoppage time. It's never wrong.
With early payout from Bet365, I got paid the second they went up 2 goals. So to me, it's now the safest lead.
Early payout from Bet365, huh? Now my right eye is twitching, Dan.
Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T's and C's apply. In-app only.
The weather in Central Ohio just got better, so why shouldn't your loan rate? CME Federal Credit Union wants to try to beat your current loan rate by 2% on autos and toys. Plus, no payments for 90 days on car loans and 60 days on motorcycles, boats, and more. Go to CMEFCU.org today.
Your child's oral health milestones matter. By age 1, see a pediatric dentist to establish good oral health habits. At 7, see an orthodontist to check your child's bite, teeth, and jaws. Around 15, visit an oral and maxillofacial surgeon to have your child's wisdom teeth examined. Remember, milestones met, healthy teeth set. Visit milestonesmet.org.
Rothman Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Fascinating, informative, covered in dog slobber. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
All right, we bumped them up on the flight. Adam King from 10 TV. I'm glad you're flexible, but if it means anything, you're getting bumped for the Memorial Champion winner.
Well, it's hurtful. I guess Poston did have a better round than I did yesterday, although I was bogey-free. He was not. But I understand if there was one person that could bump me in this town right now, that makes sense.
Well, you know, it's pay to play here, and he got a nice influx into his account. So he's got you there. And then I also learned, and maybe you can confirm, I don't usually like to have kleptomaniacs on my show.
I don't know what you're talking about there. I mean, we like to decorate the office. Signage typically goes in the trash. We like to make sure that everybody that walks in goes, hey, that's kind of cool. You know, where you covered that. And, it just so happens that we grabbed a couple signs from the course that were going to go in the trash.
Can we admit that most everybody in the media center, if you were doing a little bit of a straw poll after hole number 13, when Poston went bogey, that he was done? He was not winning.
I thought it was going to be very, very challenging for Poston to just mindset-wise. I mean, that's a grueling day. And not mentioned in any of that is just how hot it was out there, the sun beating down. And it's just, once you get in that mindset, it's so hard to just kind of flip and somehow end up back in red figures. But he did it. That was what I think was the most impressive part of all that.
AK, let me ask you this, sir. So Poston...
Who's this?
This is a man by the name, a DJ by the name of Matty Ice. That's what I've been told.
Oh, you didn't want to come see me at the memorial, so I was a little hurt there. It's fine.
I had some things to do. I had some things. You didn't think about me at all, AK. Let's be honest. Hey,
I was devastated.
Poston wins $4 million. I could get $4 million to your bank account right now. What is the first thing Adam King is doing with an additional $4 million in his already loaded bank account?
$4 million. What would I do? I think I got to buy a house. I think I'm buying like the nicest house I can find. Maybe Rothman will sell me his house at half the cost. And I don't know, something that's I think you got to go with a nice house. So like maybe, you know what? I'm going to donate it to charity. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay. Wow.
I'm going to make sure that I donate to charity.
How much?
Because all $4 million.
Okay.
All $4 million.
Right.
I'm a good guy.
Exactly.
Because I'm a good guy. I will donate $1 to charity and spend the $399,000 on a new house.
I'm not
the
buying
most Adam King answer.
I'm not buying any of that, but that's all right.
That's accurate.
You've heard the Brendan Sorsby story today, right? That
Garbage.
He's eligible to play for Texas Tech. He won the injunction, and everybody knows the story. He entered rehab for a gambling addiction in April, and suddenly now he's available. I don't really know what's going to happen, but I asked the question before, what could kill college football? Well, if you're just going to allow dudes to gamble on the sport and still stay in it, then that's it. That's the beginning of the end for me. Not that it hasn't happened before. Yeah.
I mean, it is absolutely outrageous. Like, of all the things, what really frustrates me is that for some reason, even on the things that we know to be wrong, every person, like, if you sat down every person in the sporting world and said, can you gamble on your own team in a game? Meanwhile, underage, they would say, well, certainly not. That's the death penalty. In sports, if you're done, look what happened to Pete Rose. He was cast out from baseball. And somehow for college football, we've just allowed this to happen. It's unbelievable. We're now in the college athletics world where there absolutely is no consequence for anything. It's like if you're a parent and you're trying to raise a kid, and every time you put him in timeout, some lawyer walked in and said, no, you can't do that. Sorry.
Well, let me ask you this a question, and I know it's tough because he's not a Buckeye, right? If this would happen to a Buckeye, I wonder if you'd have the same intensity.
I would.
And
I promise you.
Well, and I know you probably would. I guess my point was this. When this happened, when the whole, Pete Rose is a legendary figure, and a lot of people that backed him was like, oh, he bet on his team to win. He never, people defended that. But since it's some indiscriminate quarterback that hasn't reached the heights of fame yet, I'm wondering if he's an easier target, or if this was I don't know, if this was a very, very talented player, would it ring the same, or is he just a very easy target?
What are we? He bet on his own game.
I know that, but the people that defend Pete Rose say that, he bet him to win. He played Charlie Hustle.
But Pete Rose's punishment lasted decades. There are still people that punish Pete Rose. This kid's punishment lasted like 3 weeks. He's going to play college football. He can't play against Abilene Christian, which I feel so bad for Texas Tech. Hopefully they can sneak past Oregon State without him. It is absolutely ridiculous, and now you have to go to contract. It has ruined the sport because guess what? What's to stop some college football player from just spying on other teams at this point completely, from just breaking every rule that we've ever had. It has destroyed the sport. I was stunned when I heard that news.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. It absolutely is on its surface, just how light it feels like the punishment is. Adam, I'm going to make you in charge of the college football world right now, because I think there's so many things that people have issues with around the sport right now. What would be the first thing that you would want to clean up, let's say, as the commissioner of college football right now?
The first thing?
Yes.
We have to have some legislation from somewhere that stops everybody just going to the courts. You can't just take every complaint.
That's awesome.
No more power. They've lost all their power.
The plug was pulled there on your conversation there for a second.
You cannot in any way, you have to have legislation to overarch all this, to make sure that the NCAA or whoever it is, the College Sports Commission, or if we're calling it the King Sports Commission, we are allowed to implement what is consequences. This is the world we live in. You break the rules, there are consequences. Rothman, when you were in kindergarten, they said no hitting, no spitting, no kicking. And guess what? If you broke those rules, you got in trouble. Now, everybody's kicking everyone they want and then saying, well, you can't come after me. It's insane.
I'm with you. There's no argument from me.
Why aren't you more angry? I don't appreciate that you're so calm about this. They have broken a rule, and there are consequences.
I guess
and you seem,
I'm waiting for them to.
Are you gambling on your own team? Is that what it is, Rothman?
No, well, gambling's a big part of this. That, the influence of it in the gambling industry is big, professionally and collegially. I'm not going to deny that they've done it a little bit to themselves. If they didn't think this was going to happen, then they're idiots too. And there are probably a lot of guys that are betting that haven't been found out yet. That's probably happened. There are probably a lot of guys that play on teams that are having their friends do the betting for them, or they're using, like he was using different apps, different names. Now, this could be a wake-up call, but it's not a wake-up call if he doesn't get punished. So I'm with you there. That's the biggest problem in all this. If he slithers through the cracks, okay, fine, one guy. But this is basically alerting everyone to, all right, it's like any thief. I'll do it till I get caught. You didn't get caught stealing that stuff from Memorial. But when you do, maybe they'll pull your badge.
Oh, so that'll
be a wake-up call for you.
That's where the hat came from that I got? Oh, okay.
Whoa. Let's take it easy there, okay? I just want to say one thing. First of all, you're correct. I'm not really denying it. The actual concern here, and I'm being dead serious, and I know this is dramatic, but it is a realistic world that we live in, is why, if you saw this play out, would you not bet on your own stats? If I am a quarterback and I'm like, wait a minute, you're telling me that this guy's still playing football? Oh, I'm going to hammer over three touchdown passes in this game. I'll make sure it happens. And I'll still be playing quarterback wherever I want.
Well, the worst part is the reverse, which is him tanking or shaving points.
There you go. Well, and there are no consequences. There are no rules. It's like that one Little Caesars commercial where the guy walks in, he says, pizza's hot and ready, and he goes, there's no rules. He says, put your shirt back on. He says, there's one rule.
I don't understand this whole 2-game suspension. What is that?
Was the judge... Go ahead. Sorry, AK, go ahead.
No, you're exactly right. I didn't mean to cut you off there. I didn't know that the judge had the power to decide who got suspended for what game.
That's what I was going to ask you. That's crazy.
Who is this judge? Judge Wapner?
I don't know, but that's wild to be like, you know what? We're going to suspend him for 2 games. I've issued the penalty as opposed to the NCAA.
All right. I'm going to work up my anger. I just feel like I wanted to let you have the floor today. And don't worry, Maddie and I will be discussing this at great length soon enough. All right. We appreciate you calling in on your day off.
I want you guys to understand that nothing was actually stolen from Muirfield Village Golf Club. I would never do that except for every gift that I ever give Maddie Ice.
I think you said that it's not stealing, it's borrowing from those that can afford it.
Okay.
I think that's correct. If I was your lawyer, that's how I would tell the judge.
Well, I did ask Jack last night. I said, do you really need all those T markers out there? I mean, I think they'd look pretty good on my dining room table.
And I'm sure there is one. You, Jack, breaking bread with one of his T markers on the dining room table. All right. Have a safe few days, man. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, gentlemen.
Adam King, 10 TV on the Bryant Heating Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Party like a Roth star on deck. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Winners of the prestigious Platinum Microphone Award every year, given to the best radio station in the world. No need to look it up. It's real. The Fan.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
Family owned and operated. It isn't all sunshine and rainbows. This is Dennis Sullivan, president of Care Heating and Cooling. Here's something you don't hear admitted very often. When you run a business with your family, you don't always get along with them. We argue, we debate, we have real conversations about the decisions that we make. But at Care, every conversation comes back to our priorities, doing right by our employees and our customers. Because when you treat your team like family, they take better care of the families they serve. And when you treat your customers the way you'd want your own family treated, trust follows. That mindset doesn't always maximize short-term profits, but it builds something better, long-term relationships. Today, more and more local companies are being bought by venture capital firms, where maximizing profits often leads to a sales-first mentality. Care is still family-owned and locally operated, so we can keep people, not profits, at the center of every decision. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING when you need a company you can trust.
When sudden illness or injury strike, Ohio State offers 3 types of urgent care to meet any of your needs. From traditional urgent care to our specialized orthopedic urgent care for activity-related injuries and advanced urgent care for more serious injury and illness. Our experts treat everything from broken bones to ear infections and colds and flu. Ohio State Urgent Care. This is world-class care.
Hey, Weekend Warriors, Austin Ward here. You want to know when your body starts talking back on a golf course? Cart path only. Suddenly your ball is 80 yards across the fairway. You're hiking over there with 3 clubs, and by the time you get to it, you're not thinking birdie. You're wondering if the course has an urgent care. And that's the point. It's not just the scorecard. It's the whole day. Walking 18 without feeling like you're in a survival show. Bending down to read a putt without making that noise. Getting home and still having enough left in the tank for the kids, the yard, the cooler, all of it. That's why Awaken 180 makes sense. It's a medication-free solution with weekly weight loss, support, and yes, free support for life. You may not fix your slice overnight, but drop 30, 40, even 50 pounds, and the game, plus life after the game, feels better. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame. Make the call, 844-346-1800, or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
The Reds are on the radio.
Swung on front, high, deep, left field. There it goes. A 3-run go-ahead blast for Eugenio Suarez. They're waving around Friedel. Up throwing Anthony. Throw to the plate, not in time. And the Reds walk it off at 11, 6-5.
The quest for October baseball is underway. Hear all the action all season long on your home of the Reds.
When you saw your heating bills this winter, did you think this is out of control? The problem is your house is leaking money, and the only thing higher than your heating bills are your cooling bills. Steve here from USA Insulation. Let us fix your energy bill problem for good. If you aren't foam insulated, you really aren't insulated. For $99 a month, interest-free, we'll foam your home and help cut those energy bills. 529-2440 or usainsulation.net.
USA Insulation. All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube, along with those fake YouTube ads like Chew This Gum and It Grows New Teeth. Experience the splendor of Bo sitting in his closet, Timmy Hall's gouty gold chains, and Matty Ice wearing a coat in 90-degree weather. It's all there. Head to YouTube and subscribe today. All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Let's all gather into the Kiki. It's time to party like a Roth star.
All right, the floor is yours. Top of the hour, 821-9710. Get in on that. Get in on the Skyline gift card. Maddie, tell them what you just asked me before we came back.
I just had a question.
Yes, sir.
And I looked at you and I said, do I need to pick up someone for my Dinger draft team? I believe some bad news came into the old Matty Ice headquarters this week.
The good news for us.
What do you mean?
The good news for us is your boy Aaron Judge doesn't need surgery. And there is no thoracic outlet syndrome. And he is going to be, quote, returning this season.
Okay.
The bad news is that he's at least 30 to 40 days of rest, which means the 60-day IL stint is very tentative right now. So today, I'm telling you that a 60-day IL might happen.
Okay.
But it hasn't happened yet. And the best thing for us is that he's just out 6 weeks.
You know who I blame for this? I blame TLC for this. You know why? Because I believe it was last Monday or Tuesday. He looked across the glass and he asked me, what question, AR? We need to start picking where we're going to dinner.
That's right.
And immediately, my team gets cursed again.
And what did I say
with
to
an
him?
Injury.
I am so happy to hear you say that. That's the one thing I needed to hear, because I was all ready to just throw the towel in.
And why did it have to happen to my team? He's the one that said it. He cursed
that
me.
karma wheel will swing, and he will not duck.
This is brutal, man.
So we'll wait and see.
All right.
Now, I also think that if you lose Aaron Judge to a 60-day and you get to pick somebody else up, yeah, you get all of Judge's home runs so far. You don't get any of the new guy. But here's the hidden value, and we talked about this weekend. The loophole is you get now all this advanced scouting on who's having a great year. So you can pick up
a dude that's rolling.
It's not what we should have done in a weird way, and I'm thinking about this now.
Oh, drafted backups.
Everybody should have had an alternate.
And just slide him
and
right
then that guy, unless he's injured, and then you go to another alternate. The unfair part of this is if you have a guy that's having a bad year and you drafted him and he goes on the 60-day IL, you're like, beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your only issue is your guy's great.
But you're going to be upset when he comes back.
Yeah, so honestly, we didn't draft alternates. The first time we've done this, I had to rethink that. That would have been the way. That way you only get a guy that because you don't get a head start on knowing, I can take cash money from Chicago, or I can, if he comes off.
My team's just been going through it. My team's been going through it with Soto and now Aaron Judge and TLC.
Yeah.
This is your fault, man. This is all your fault.
All right, I'm going to go with the guy I mentioned earlier, Mitch Marner, of course. Mitch-a-Palooza, 4 points in the second period. Doesn't even make sense. That tied the most in a single period of a Stanley Cup final since 1919. If you can name the team and the player then, it might be truckloads of core powers.
Gordie Howe.
No, this is 1919.
Old Haas Radburn.
Eddie Shore. That would be
Shoeless Joe.
That would be Frank Foyston of the Seattle Metropolitans.
Moonlight Graham.
That's a great name, but not him. So he had the fastest Hattie in finals history, 6 minutes and 10 seconds. It's only the 9th Hattie in a single period in final history. And when PK Subban asked him at the period when it was full Glaze-a-Palooza, game's over, you've got, you've got 3 goals, you got a Hattie, and he's like, is there anything Mitch Marner can't do? And it was a great answer. He goes, I can't do it by myself. And sure enough, the game was incredible. But Mitch Marner is Conn Smythe worthy, and let's see if Vegas can get it to the finish line.
It's awesome. First candidate for me, it's my Ripple baseball gang. Shout out to the boys. We had our first tournament this weekend. We did not win it all, AR, but we went 3-1 this weekend, and it was awesome to see. The only reason why we didn't qualify for the championship bracket is because the team that we lost to scored more runs than us in pool play. So that's the only reason why we did not advance. But you just never know what you're going to get, right? Guys are getting to know each other first time around throughout an entire weekend. What do we have here? What do we have there? We got a nice little squad. And so all the way down from the guys that pitched yesterday, Johnny, Maddox, Gearhart, everybody that contributed this weekend. Super proud of you guys. Shout out to the parents as well. They were out there sitting in the heat all day long and doing all that stuff. Also a cool part of this weekend as well, you had my parents and one of my best friends, his parents that's coaching with me, also showed up as well. So both sets of parents have gone from coming to baseball games to watch us play to now coming to baseball games to watch us coach kids. So that was pretty cool. But the players themselves did the darn thing, 3-1. Very proud of everybody that helped us contribute to a nice little opening weekend for the Ripple baseball gang. Partying like a Ross star. AR was fun.
Congratulations on that. I'm wondering when or if you ever believe we'll get to a parents gone wild. Like if you guys stop winning and this kid's not performing.
We got a great set of parents.
Right,
we got a great set of parents. Right. But to your point, when losing does happen, things can get a little dicey, but hopefully that's not around the corner for us. I don't think it will be. I think we're in store for a fun summer.
It was cool because the R&I bump happened this weekend. We've had guys on before on the show, but the fact that one went on to win it, so you just get a rando on Thursday who played well in JT Poston, 2-time All-American out of Western Carolina. He won so many titles there. He finished as the all-time career scoring average leader in golf at Western Carolina, the Catamounts. And he was the first player in school history to compete in the NCAA National Championship, which is pretty awesome. Went to a little high school in North Carolina, won the state title, took individual honors there. But not to bury the lead, he was the guest on the show on Thursday. 33 years old. His 65 Friday in the wind was the round of the tourney. But on Sunday when he bogeyed 12 and 13, I would say this. He was not a guy anybody was putting a lot of money on at that point, I wouldn't say. But he birdied 14, 15, and 18 to get him in a playoff. And as I would say, the postman always rings twice. And in the playoff, got it done. $4 million immortalized into Memorial Tournament lore. JT Poston, partying like a Roth star.
I think we may have to retire the old cooler nickname for you, sir, after that. You talk to a guy on Thursday, he goes on to win. I don't know if you're the cooler anymore. Real quick, Karl Anthony Towns, wanted to mention him. Been very impressed in the first 2 games with what he's doing up against Wemby. He's stepping up and accepting the challenge on the defensive end. He's doing a pretty good job. But in both games, double-doubles for Cat, 12 rebounds in game 1, 13 rebounds in game 2. Has not missed a free throw yet in the first 2 games of the NBA Finals. So could not be more impressed with what Cat is doing for the Knicks. 18-12 game 1, 21-13 in game 2, game 3 tonight at MSG. But this dude, AR, absolutely locked in. Karl Anthony Towns partying like a rock star.
All right, we'll come back. Top of the hour sports update, and then the floor is yours. We turn it over to you, 821-9710, and you can actually talk and play for the Skyline gift card. That's next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Just when you thought afternoons couldn't get any dumber.
You fellas been doing a bit of boozing, have you?
Common Man and Timmy.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
Your home for dumb. The Fan.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman, and for the longest time, I figured the less I did, the less I'd hurt. Well, I figured wrong. Something always happens, and when it does, I've always gone to Orthopedic One, Central Ohio's most trusted orthopedic practice. They rank #1 in Ohio and top 5 in the nation for orthopedics. So whether you're struggling with ongoing pain or facing a sudden orthopedic injury, you can always schedule an appointment directly with their physicians. No referral required. Start with the specialists. Start at orthopedic1.com.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver, leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
Welcome back to What Is That Thing? Today our guest is
Dr. Melvin Parsbrucker. I invented the sump pump.
Ah, the sump pump. I've heard Apex pros talk about those.
Yes, the pros who knows are true experts in sump pumpology.
So, Doctor, what is that thing?
You see, a sump pump is a device designed to pump out sump.
Sump?
For the pump.
You say the pumps?
Sump.
Sump. And what exactly is sump?
It's what gets pumped.
I want to be sure I'm hearing you right. Sump?
Sump.
And that's what gets
pumped. Look, maybe Apex Pros can explain it at your level.
Well, Apex Pros says sump pumps are made to keep groundwater from accumulating and flooding your basement, especially this time of year with the big spring rains and the uniquely shallow water table in and around Franklin County. A simple sump pump can protect your home from tens of thousands of dollars in damage.
It's made to sump the pump.
Of course.
No doubt about it. Columbus loves Apex Pros. The pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
For over 78 years, our family's been part of your love stories. At Diamond Seller, we offer bigger diamonds, better prices, and timeless designs for every chapter of your life. From your first yes to your forever I do, trust the jeweler who knows diamonds best. Visit Diamond Seller today.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
I never thought of myself as the type to settle down. Never knew where the team's next lunch was coming from. But then I met you, Easy Cater.
Workplaces everywhere are saying, I do want delicious food at work. And they're ordering from beloved restaurants with Easy Cater.
You were reliable. You had great options for every budget, even when marketing ops did keto again. We got through that together. With you, it's just so easy. Easy Cater, will you keep showing up at my workplace forever?
Find love at first lunch. Order at easycater.com.
Welcome to Hollywood Casino.
What can I get you?
How you doing, Columbus? The same Hollywood you know, with a new hotel to love. Hollywood Casino and Hotel Columbus, coming June 2026. Book now. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. You know the savings are so good. Great cars, great deals, Great Lakes. GLakesHyundai.com.
Hey, it's Anthony here for the Good Feet store, and my journey continues. No more agony of defeat. Already this season, I've walked 18 holes twice and lived to tell the story. My personally fit arch supports go where I go, and in this case, right into my shoes, all of them. I just pop them in any pair and off I go. Just having that support and the stability has made a world of difference for me. A while back, I walked into the Good Feet store and walked out with an entirely new outlook. And I knew it right away. After taking the test walk around the store, I felt the difference. And not just that cushy feeling. I'm talking about real support, the kind that makes you feel aligned. For more than 30 years, the Good Feet store has helped thousands of people discover the comfort they've been dreaming of. I experience it daily. I really feel my personally fit arch supports guide my feet into their ideal position. You can make an appointment online or just stop into the Good Feet store in Grove City or on Polaris Parkway in Westerville. Get started at goodfeet.com.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. A Texas judge granted Texas Tech quarterback Brennan Sorsby a temporary injunction versus the NCAA, making him eligible to play in 2026. Sorsby was ruled ineligible earlier this year after he acknowledged gambling on sports. In a statement, the NCAA said it strongly disagrees with the court's ruling and is deeply concerned about the ramifications of the outcome. Sorsby will serve a 2-game suspension. For the first time since 1999, the NBA Finals are headed back to the Mecca, Madison Square Garden, where the Knicks look to take a 3-0 lead on the Spurs tonight at 8:30. Baseball tonight, the Guardians host the Yankees at 6:40, while the Reds visit the Padres at 9:40. This update sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Take a vacation from high interest rates with special rates on balance transfers at BMI Federal Credit Union, bmifcu.org/consolidate. Get your calls in to Rothman and Ice, for the floor is yours right here on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
It's time for your calls on Rothman and Ice. The floor is yours. Call the show right now, 614-821-9710. Whether you have a gripe,
I've never seen such incompetence,
or some praise.
You're the best voice in sports radio, man, and I really mean that.
The floor is yours.
Come on!
Sponsored by Window Nation. Buy 4 windows, get 4 free sale. Visit windownation.com now.
821-9710. Winner gets the gift card from Skyline. Are you familiar with dirty sodas? You can get yours now at participating Skyline restaurants for a limited time. Had the good fortune to meet a lot of people out there at Memorial, and one of them was the man, Danny from Delaware. Now, you guys asked me for a comp.
Yeah.
Just my mind's eye. Remember, this is about 2 minutes. I'm going to go with your athlete comp would probably be maybe a younger version of Joe Flacco.
Oh, so tall guy.
No, I'm not really going for the height here. I'm just
looks.
No, yeah, he's not 6'6". Yeah, no, looks, I was thinking. The actor with the beard might be, how tall is Chris Evans? Chris Evans, he's 6 foot, so maybe not. But I think those are 2 pretty good comps, and they're fairly complimentary comps.
I was about to say, that sounds like a compliment.
Yeah, the Chris Evans one, that's a win.
Yeah.
For sure.
What'd you think of that, Double D? What'd you think of that comp?
I'm blushing right now because you went way high on the comps. I was thinking like Shane Lowry for the athlete.
That's a pretty good one.
Those other two guys you said, they're skinny. I'm a little fluffier.
Okay.
But the beard does, you can do a lot of comps with the beard. That's for sure. I'm not going to lie. That was one of the greatest days of my life. I was excited that you were excited. That made me even more excited. That was one of the greatest memorials I've ever been to.
Thanks, my man. It was good for me too. You know, it was fun. I got to put a face with the voice.
Well, I don't think the face ever matches with the voice with me. A lot of people are way off with their comps with when they actually meet me in person. So I will take your comps.
Yeah, well, they say to us, you got a face for radio, and then I add and a voice for print. That's the double whammy.
Be me.
Yeah.
That could be me, 100%. But I think we just became best friends. Oh. Do you want to come over and do some karate in the garage?
So much room for activities. I think I would enjoy that. Maybe smash a pumpkin or something. Who knows? Get a samurai sword involved.
100%. I will say I'm disappointed that Maddie wasn't there. I'm curious, Maddie, where were you?
If I knew that I was going to meet you, I would have dropped everything that I had going on this weekend. I promise I would have done that.
I told TLC in the chat I was going to be there Friday, and then TLC said he would be there Sunday, so I figured he would be there. He knew I was coming. I'm a man of my word. If I say I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. So I was there, and
that's right.
It was a very exciting day. I was very happy to meet you.
You honor your commitments, and I respect that.
I do. That's why I call him from Disney World when I'm on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride. I mean, that's dedication for the brand.
When the Pirates of the Caribbean breaks down, what'd they say? The pirates don't start eating the patrons? What was that line? It was a Jeff Goldblum line, right, in Jurassic Park? Am I way off on that?
No, this is your thing, so you're probably nailing this, knowing you.
Thought you guys would help me out there.
You are the quote master.
I
am not.
All right. I'll look up that quote, but the floor is yours, my man.
All right, well, I don't even know what to talk about now. I think we were going to talk about me meeting you, and yeah, that was pretty much it.
Here's the line from Jurassic Park.
Yeah, everything I was going to talk about got thrown out the window.
Hold on, wait a minute. Have you called in post Myles Garrett?
No, actually, I did not. I was on the phone with you guys, and Maddie, I still need your death row meal because we were so rudely interrupted by the Myles Garrett announcement. And I will say, if Denzel Ward actually gets traded 5 minutes after this call, I'm going to be pissed, and I'm not calling it anymore. So, but yeah, I need your death row meal, and that's really about it.
What I have on my sheet here is a Dairy Queen Blizzard, a crab cake sandwich, bacon cheeseburger sliders, chips and queso, 5 hot garlic well-done flats from Roosters, Penn Station fries with vinegar, Toll House chocolate chip cookies with vanilla bean ice cream is what I had on my sheet here. Does that, you signing off on that?
I'm good with that, but have you eaten any of that in your actual life?
Yes, years and years ago, yes. But this would be my death row meal. So, yes, that's it.
What do you eat for your cheat day?
I'm usually like a burger and fries, wings and fries guy.
Okay, so what's your go-to burger spot?
Ooh, that's a great question.
I can't see you eating fries, even on a cheat day.
Go-to burger spot. Man, there's a lot of good spots around the city.
McDowell's?
You can never go wrong at McDowell's. You can never
He
go
likes
wrong
the Big Mick.
At McDowell's.
Five Guys.
Five Guys is solid. It's not my favorite burger in the city, though. I'm blanking on the place that is at Easton around the corner from Cheesecake Factory. Phenomenal burger. I know that's very broad considering how big Easton is, but it's right by the Barnes & Noble. They are on that corner right there in the parking lot across the street from like Homage and all of that. What is that
on
place
that side?
Yes, on that side. Phenomenal burger there. Same. It's on High Street as well. This is horrible that I'm not remembering.
Flip side?
No, not
Bear
that.
Burger.
No. Oh, man, this is going to kill me.
Shake Shack.
No. I'll find it for you guys because I definitely want to give them a shout out. But that's, to me, one of the best burgers I've had in the city.
The Terminator.
Give them a shout out for when you'll never be there.
Except someone did say flip side in the chat.
Yeah, I thought
flip
it was.
Side is good, but it's not what I'm thinking of.
We gave you a lot.
I know you did.
Stacked burger?
No. North Star. So North Star Cafe has a really good burger. Really good burger in there.
I knew North Star, but I didn't think because the North Star burger I thought was a burger for like a guy like me, like that's like a veggie burger. It's like a black bean burger.
I think they offer you both.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure they offer you both.
Right,
but let's say the quote real cheeseburger they have in there at North Star was fire. So I'll give you that.
As soon as you said Barnes & Noble, I should have known.
Somewhere,
but I kind of excluded it because I'm like, no, it can't be that. All right, well done.
That would fit Ice a little bit, though.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Veggie black bean burger, just because,
You know what's funny?
Healthy.
It's got a bun, though.
I've never had a bean burger, veggie burger ever. So I lean on over to the healthier
they fall
side.
Apart.
Okay, but
That's
I've never
the
had
part
one.
About them.
But did you get food like, oh, this is Like a real burger? Or were you like, this is...
No, I mean, I knew what I was getting.
Right, okay. But like the taste and the texture of it, what was that like?
You got to sauce it up.
Yeah, got to dress it up a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, it's not anything that... It's not the death row sandwich. That's for sure. If that's it, then that's a tough way to go.
You say Toll House cookies, too?
Yeah, I used to love those as a kid. Like, I think they came in like the yellow package or whatever. Like, those were... I don't need anything else. Like, just the Toll House chocolate chip cookies. And have them... a little bit on the underbaked side. Can't have them crunchy. I don't like my cookies that way. You know what I mean? Soft baked cookies for me is...
But they got to have the edges.
I might just eat the cookie dough and not even put them in the oven.
Fair as well. But I think, AR, what you mentioned is how you master it. Because that's how I liked my pancakes growing up, too, as a kid.
100%.
The edge is crispy, middle a little soft. No T. S-O-F-F.
Yeah. That's right. All right, I'll tell you what, since we burned the whole segment on that meal, we'll have to spill a little over here. We'll give a couple people another chance. 821-9710 is the phone number if you want to win the Skyline gift card. You still have a shot at that. And we also are getting closer to JT Poston at the bottom of the hour. We want to get to the Cleveland Browns rebuild and whether it should include this guy, Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
We're the girthiest radio station in the history of radio. Uncomfortably girthy. This promo is uncomfortable. The Fan, Ohio's girth destination. Common Man and Timmy. Voted America's dumbest show by Marconi voters. Common Man is a Columbus radio legend. And by legend, I mean it's a miracle he hasn't been fired yet. And Timmy is, well, Timmy will complain about anything and everything. And he kind of looks like a woman. Giggity, giggity, giggity. So there's that. Common Man and Timmy.
Sponsored by Hinderer Motor Company.
Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 on The Fan.
Relax and let Kroger Delivery handle your grocery shopping this week. We start with only the freshest items. Then carefully pack your order in our refrigerated trucks. And our cool trucks keep your food fresh right to your door. Fresh groceries your way with Kroger Delivery. And right now, you can save $20 on your first delivery order. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
That was the moment when I realized I got to do something. I was scheduled to go in for knee surgery, and for the pre-op, they do the blood work. It was determined that I was now type 2 diabetic and I was severely overweight. Years ago, I could cut back and lose weight, and I was finding it difficult to do that. 2 days into the Awaken 180 program, my daily glucose level went from 170 down to 61. 1 week into the program, I lost 10.5 pounds. That was the eye-opener that I knew this was the right thing for me. They teach you the lifestyle change and how to be smart. I just can't say enough good things about Awaken 180 and the positive effects it has on you. It has completely changed my life.
Thanks, Phil. Austin Ward here, and Phil wanted to share his Awaken 180 story for the same reasons I have for so many years now, to let others know there is a medication-free solution for weight loss. Find your results at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Jerry, you're the kind of guy who likes to save money while you do good for the planet, right?
Well, that's why I invented the biodegradable doggy poop bag, Aaron. I'm ecological and economical.
Well, usually the most economical thing you can do when your air conditioner dies is get it repaired. A quick fix can give you years more service.
That sounds economical.
But with older models, those repairs can get pretty expensive, and it'll still use way more energy than a newer model does.
Which is less ecological and less economical.
Get Eco.
ECO.
You see where I'm going with this, Jerry?
I sure do. As hard as it is to toss out your old AC and replace the whole thing, it could actually be cheaper in the long run.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Are you really a big deal in the poop bag industry, Jerry?
The doggos love me, Aaron.
Get Eco.
ECO.
Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians. GetEco.com.
Hi, I'm Josie. My daughter turns 5 today. Blow out the candles. I'm also an Ohio State Highway Patrol trooper. When you move over and slow down, you're not only giving me room to work, you're making sure I can get home to celebrate with my daughter.
Roadside workers have lives and families, but when they're on the job, they put it all on the line to protect and serve us. When you see flashing lights, remember, they're not just roadside workers. Thank you for moving over and slowing down.
Brought to you by ODOT, USDOT, NHTSA, and ODPS.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
T-Bone and Tybus would like to remind you that you don't have to get in your car to listen or put on pants. Tell your smart speaker to play 97.1 The Fan and experience the stupidity in the comfort of your own home. You're welcome. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly cloudy, turning humid and warm for the rest of the day. Upper 80s for a high. An isolated shower or storm could pop up later on today as well. Overnight, few showers and storms remain a possibility. Warm once again with lows only around 70. Then for Tuesday, scattered showers and a few thunderstorms are roaming around. Otherwise, partly to mostly cloudy, humid, highs in the lower 80s. For The Fan, I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Justin Gertz.
Catch the latest from the world of Ohio State athletics. Weeknights at 6 on the Buckeye Show. New special guests in everything scarlet and gray. The Fan. The best bet on the radio. This is Rothman and Ice.
All right, we'll hand out the gift card still this segment. JT Poston, bottom of the hour, Memorial Champ. All right, so I do feel like that a Denzel Ward trade would be part of a rebuild that I could see them doing. I also fear that I'm wondering if that would be a straw that would break Browns fans back. Like, I wonder if that would be it, because you just lost the biggest piece. And part of keeping a fan base engaged is not going full. Like keeping something around that's the face of the team right now, something that makes you feel competitive, that it's not just pushing all your chips years down the road. They did get Verse back in the trade. And so when we added the Denzel Ward thing last week, I didn't think it should be the last thing on the front office's mind. But there have been some commentary after the Garrett trade, which is that it should be. That if the Browns front office does that it would push Browns fans over the edge. I don't necessarily agree with it, but I could see the point that would be one that might be, okay, now what are they doing?
Yeah, the more that I've thought about it, AR, the more I'm on the side of that they should do this. Honestly, it kind of feels like that's the appropriate move to make. It's always tough to ask fans to stay all in where you're removing pieces that have brought them some good moments. And obviously Miles and Denzel have done that aplenty with how good those guys have been on the defensive side of the ball. It just doesn't feel to me anymore that Denzel necessarily fits the timeline of where this thing is going with where he is in age. And also if you're Andrew Berry and you're Haslam and all the decision makers up there, if you could get back a decent return for him, based off of all the injuries that he's had in his career, I think you do it, right? Because I don't know if that's necessarily going to get any better as he gets older. And so he's a hell of a player, as we all know, but it does feel appropriate to do so because you look at his deal as well. He's got 2 years left on his extension that he signed, so the team that gets him is going to feel good about the kind of team control, if you will, that they'll have over a player. They don't have to worry about him going to free agency anytime soon or anything like that. But AR, I also don't think that a Sauce Gardner trade package is on its way back to Cleveland for a guy like Denzel Ward. Sauce Gardner went for 2 1s. There's a receiver involved in that as well. He's younger than Denzel is as well. So this, if they do trade him, this may mirror a little bit of the Micah Parsons, Myles Garrett trade package in the same way it may be for Sauce and Denzel, just based off of the age gap in the parties that were moved, and those trades being Sauce and Micah as guys that are in their mid-ish 20s that seem maybe they have like a little bit more runway to go. But I would do it if I were the Browns. I would.
It could be one of those trade deadline things.
Yes, where they are in record.
Yeah, we already know kind of where they're going to be, but this wouldn't be before the season. And maybe that would check both boxes, that you wouldn't tell your fan base in June, hey, pack it in. Not that I honestly think there's not much they can do to destroy their fan base. It's hard to imagine this fan base that has endured decades of frustration. I don't know if this would be the one that said, all right, we can't stand by for this.
I don't think so.
I don't. But he's a respected dude. He is a star on their team. And if you show him the door, there is a little bit of a risk. And that's why I think his contract isn't up until 2027, like you said. So his new team wouldn't have to extend him right away. And I think the Browns, I'm not saying you force it. Like this, right now, maybe it would feel forced but
you're not making the calls is what you're saying.
Yeah, you don't move him just to get anything in return. Like, this should be a move that if there's a top corner and you get more draft capital and you continue to build around a young roster, he's a piece that can help you do that. Yeah. And it might be better. I mean, Ward has spent his entire career in Cleveland. He's an Ohio boy. He starred in high school. He played at Ohio State where he was a star. I don't think that's the way you do business, but he is a guy that wants to stay. I don't think, from a PR standpoint, that's got something. Like, there's something there that would say, hey, let's not send him away.
Yeah.
Kid that's born and bred here and is a local guy. But if you find something, so this is what I would say. If they're 2-5, I don't even have their schedule in front of me. If they're 2-5, you pull the trigger. If they're 2-6, you pull the trigger. If he's playing at a very good level and he's a lockdown corner and you can get a first-round pick, how do you not do that?
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I would do it now.
Well, I don't know.
I wouldn't even take the risk of him playing games or getting injured or anything like that. Like, I would sell as high as you could on Denzel Ward right now.
You could.
Yeah.
Well,
I wouldn't even take the risk.
Then you and I are probably a little bit in the same camp. You're a little more of, I'm a little bit worried about the PR thing right after, on the heels of the Garrett trade, but I would not be opposed to it.
Is he opposed to it? He spoke this weekend. Believe it. Maybe
opposed may be a strong word.
But how does he feel about this possibility? He spoke to the media about it, and here's Denzel.
I definitely still want to be here. Like I said, Miles is a good friend of mine, a great teammate, and but things aren't lost. It's Ohio against the world, and so people could doubt us, but we going out there still trying to play our best ball and bring wins to this city.
He's going to say all the right things. He's a vet. He knows what he's doing, and he's represented the brand very, very well. I just think, AR, if we hit him with some truth serum, I wouldn't be surprised if there's a little bit of the Myles Garrett going on, meaning I want to be able to win while I'm still playing at the peak of my powers. I just happen to believe that a lot of athletes are that way. And when you put in the amount of time in one city the way that these guys have, and there hasn't been much to write home about at all as far as team success, like, yes, he's going to say those things publicly, but I don't know if I'm necessarily buying all of that. And yeah, he is an Ohio guy through and through, so it may be legit for sure. I just think that he knows that if I come out and say that I want to be traded, that's not going to do any good to the situation. So I'm going to leave a little bit of room for in this that maybe what we just heard isn't 100% truth from him.
I think the poll is, as a Browns fan, would you want your team to also trade Denzel Ward and keep this rebuild train really running strong? Because that's what it's really about. And I don't even know how to predict that. Maybe tomorrow we put that out there. Later today we could put it out there and see what those results are. I fear that it would probably err on the side of, no, I want to keep Denzel Ward. I think, yeah, we can continue to build around Jared Verse, but that I think the fear for Denzel would be, when are they going to be good enough for me to feel like this has been worth it? And if it is going to be 2-3 years, am I going to be a part of that?
Yeah. He just turned 29 in April. So now this gets to that number where some people start to get worried about what the production is going to look like, especially when you're talking about a guy that's been a 5-time Pro Bowler. How much of that is still going to be there and available for you? The Browns themselves in-house probably feel confident in what their defense still can be this year. Obviously, it doesn't have the same ceiling without the best defensive player in the sport. But with Myles Garrett and with Jared Verse, and you drafted Emmanuel McNeil-Warren as a safety pretty early in this draft. You bring in a guy in Quincy Williams. They probably feel like, that's going to be one of their best pathways to competing. Is their defense still with the questions that I think we're all going to have on offense with what that's going to look like out of the gate? So from Monken's perspective, Andrew Berry's perspective, the answer probably is we don't want to trade him. And again, I don't think they're throwing Denzel out there and saying, hey, he's available. This may be a situation to where, if you believe what Andrew Berry said about Myles Garrett, is that they came knocking on his door for Myles. He did not throw that out there either. If that's the case with Denzel, then I think Andrew Berry and company will sit back and really have a real conversation of what's best for the team. And to me, what's best for the team is getting some good draft capital, which I think they could get in return. And especially if it's in next year's draft, you definitely do it then.
There's no guaranteed money left on his deal. So you got to factor that in. And then this is how I'll kind of sum up my opinion on it. Part of me has to take a step back and really admire the fact, if this is true, that I've got a guy who wants to be here. Mm-hmm. That's a big part of it. That's a big part of you can still play well and do it from an athletic standpoint and a business standpoint. But there aren't too many guys and he's the number 4 pick in the draft. Mm-hmm. And I think the Ohio ties are big for him. I do. How about that? I am believing that. Born in the state, starred in the state, high school, college, pros. I'm not saying he would never want to leave here, but I have to sit back, and if this is true, I have to be like, I got a guy who wants to be here, who we drafted, we scouted, we paid, and he wants to be here. And he's a great player for us. And we're still in the competition business because we're selling tickets, and we want our fans to we want to feel we just hired a new head coach. We want him to believe that he can actually have some pieces, like you say, or maybe he'll then feel set up to fail if they're stripping everything from him, unless they've guaranteed him, hey, we're rebuilding this thing. You're as part of the rebuild as anybody. Meaning, just like we wouldn't say, just like if Jared Verse doesn't have a great year this year, it doesn't mean that was a bad trade. It means that we just don't have enough yet. And we feel the same about you. We want to give you the tools to be able to succeed. But I'm kind of in the camp now of that would be a tough guy to cut loose if he really wants to be here.
I have a tough time, AR, with teams that go down the path of rebuilding and moving off pieces, but not going all the way in that direction. Like the Miami Dolphins, for me, I don't understand what they are doing. Like, why is Devon Achane still a Miami Dolphin?
That's right.
You moved on from Waddle. You moved on from Hill. You're telling us where you're going with this, and you're stripping this thing all the way down, but you're keeping a guy that could get you to help you build your future out with draft picks and Achane. And I'm kind of viewing Denzel Ward in the same way. I believe you can get something back that's going to help you down the road. And that, to me, is what this is all about, not winning a game or two more with Denzel Ward on the 26th roster. To me, that doesn't serve them and where I think they need to be going.
Maybe the Dolphins feel like Achane's young enough that this rebuild could happen still with him.
Sure, but I guess on the back end of the rebuild, where's he going to be with his play? I guess would be my question.
All right, let's track down the winner in a couple minutes. J2 Poston, find out how his last 24 hours have been and more. That's next. Rothman Ice on the Fan.
The buzz is real at Zoombezi Bay's award-winning conservation tower. 3 all-new water slides. 1 thrilling experience. Make your splash at ZoombeziBay.com.
Well, Lorenzo, the pitch looked good.
Yeah, so green.
USA keeper was decent enough.
Didn't have much to do.
99 minutes.
Not a single goal. Well, Bet365 sure came through, though. I bet $10 and get $365 in bonus bets just for signing up.
At least someone scored.
Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T's and C's apply. In-app only.
All the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
The AC stopped cooling. I'm melting in here. I need someone to come and make this hot air disappear.
In a flash, I'll be there to tame the desert air. I won't leave till you're nice and cool. You'll love how much we can. $100 off your cooling repair. Call 614 683-9911. Call the folks at Buckeye, night or day.
Delaware County Veterans Services is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Give Delaware County Veterans Services a call, 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment.
When sudden illness or injury strike, Ohio State offers 3 types of urgent care to meet any of your needs. From traditional urgent care to our specialized orthopedic urgent care for activity-related injuries and advanced urgent care for more serious injury and illness. Our experts treat everything from broken bones to ear infections and colds and flu. Ohio State Urgent Care. This is world-class care.
Rothman Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The perfect ratio of sports talk, dogs, pro wrestling, and gambling advice.
It's science.
You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
All right, this is a very cool story that's come full circle. Had him on the show on Thursday. Let me put this in Jeopardy mode for you. I'll take Boss of the Moss for 1,000. Tiger, Jack, Watson, Poston, professional golfers who have now won the Memorial Tournament. And JT, nice enough to be with us now on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. My man, from tip to finish, you got it done, and I'm sure that you're still basking in the glow of it. Can you put it into words for us?
Man, it is hard. Thank you for having me on. It's hard to put into words. I mean, we all, as players, we dream of walking off that 18th green and shaking Mr. Nicklaus's hand, and that historic moment, and you just dream of having that opportunity, and to be able to actually live it and pull it off. And I'm just extremely proud and humbled, and man, it was a pretty surreal day yesterday.
Incredible. And I mentioned this earlier, so I want to know a couple things. First of all, it had to be a wild day because you had the 4-shot lead going into the final 18. My contention is that even if you were gassed, you knew the course conditions because you were out there earlier. Not having to sleep on that lead and only having to think about it for an hour. Give me the comparison there. Did that help, hurt, or not factor in at all?
It was. I would say it probably helped. I mean, I slept on the lead overnight, and then, to extend the lead, that was a great. That was pretty much our plan going into the third round, was trying to extend the lead, and then I don't have to sit around and try and kill time for too long. I've got like an hour. I went and grabbed some lunch, and then it was back to the range. And you almost kind of get into that rhythm of doing your usual warm-up, doing your usual thing to get ready for a round. And that almost kind of calms the nerves a little bit. So I would say it definitely helped not having to wait or sleep on it for too long. But, man, that's a hard golf course to play with a lead. I don't care what the size of it is. It's tough.
JT, congratulations to you, and really appreciate your time. I want to go back to something you mentioned, because you talked about walking off the 18 green and getting that handshake from Jack. Just talk about this tournament and how it's viewed and talked about as players, because obviously we have the majors, but it is something that we hear on the outside, how big of a deal this can be for you guys because it's Jack's tournament. So just weigh in on that just a little bit more for us in that moment that I'm sure you'll never forget.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is one of the tournaments that as players we have circled on the calendar in January. Like, there's no I may or may not play. It's you're going to be there, and it's one of the big ones. And yeah, I mean, it's always a great test. There's a lot of comparisons, a lot of similarities to what we see in major weeks, just in how it tests every aspect of your game. And, throw that on top of it obviously being Jack's event and what he means to the game and what he's done for the game. And as a player, you're just, you're just happy to be associated with him, honestly. And it's just incredible, again, like honored and incredibly proud to to be their champion and be a part of their rich history. And I can't wait to get back next year.
Is there a celebration planned for the combination of your birthday starting off the week and then you ending the week winning this tournament? Or have we celebrated already? What's going on with the birthday plans and the celebration of the tournament, my man?
I think so. We just got home today. I think we'll probably do some celebrating later this week, maybe. But I have 2 young girls, a 2-year-old and a 3-month-old. So the celebration looked a lot like grabbing a 12-pack of beer at a gas station and some pizza and getting the girls down after a late night of the course. And it looks a little different these days than maybe what it looked like when I won my first tour event. But couldn't have been better. I mean, we did exactly what we wanted and needed to do.
How'd the first celebration look the first time around? What's that look like?
A lot more drinks, a lot of friends, find a bar, shut it down, that sort of look.
Well, now you don't have to pay for your Elijah Craig.
Yeah, when you're 24, 25, that's what it looks like. But yeah, now it's a little more like an Elijah Craig at night and nice little nightcap and still try and actually get some sleep.
JT Poston with us, the Memorial Champ for 2026. I think the conditions certainly on Sunday probably lent itself for guys chasing you down. And I'm sure that you and Fleener went out there trying to make more birdies. But the first 13 holes, nothing really was happening. And I think you never quit. And I will tell you this honestly. I was in the media center watching. And I think when you bogeyed 12 and 13, I don't think a lot of people gave you a chance. I think that playing with that lead and having that pressure, and there were so many guys right there, and maybe you're going to get swallowed up. And then you make the putt at 14, and then you get the up and down at 15. And I'll tell you, when you got to 17, and I think you could correct me if I'm wrong, I think you had just inside 200, and you're in that rough. What's that conversation with Aaron when you either have to lay up and take your chance on a par putt or saying, we're going to be aggressive and go for it? Because you know 17 as well as anybody. You hit it somewhere bad, it's a nightmare, and it's over. You're not going to get the Sam Burns ball lands on the bridge trick. You know that's not happening. So you tell me, that conversation, what'd you have, $195 in there from the rough?
Yeah, we had right at that. And, it was a lie that was just thick enough where I felt like I could advance the ball 195 yards, but it was going to come out low, and I wasn't sure how far it was going to carry. And so we were worried about the creek there. And, we were sitting there waiting, and we knew Wyndham had a birdie putt that we were sitting there watching from the fairway. And, if he makes that to get to 12, then we might have tried to take it on since we were sitting there. But we saw that he missed it. So we knew, we were tied still. And, the thought was, laid up to a good wedge number. It's a front pin. We got room to land it behind it and spin it back with how soft the greens were. And, I'd hit some pretty good wedge shots, leading up to that. So it just felt like that was the play, considering the position we were in, because it felt like that kept us in the golf tournament. Whereas if we tried to hit the 5-iron and it doesn't come out, it was kind of a guess how it was going to come out. If it doesn't come out, how we want it, then the tournament's over. So we just didn't want to concede that right away. It felt like it wasn't quite worth the risk at the time.
You proved it correct. If you jar the 12-footer and the shot on 18, left wind, left pin, and you just stuffed it in there a couple times, and then it becomes a putting contest. And standing over those putts in the playoff, I know you made the birdie in reg, which was amazing, but in the playoff, that putt looks like it has to go left. It didn't. And then you're standing over the winning putt because it's going to win the tournament. Like those nerves, is it as the process as it sounds? Like you guys make it sound like trust the process, go through your routine, or can you describe a difference knowing, okay, now I know this is for the win. How do I trick my brain into making sure this is as routine as possible?
Yeah, you kind of answered it right there. I think, you certainly know what's at stake. You know what it means. It's to win the golf tournament. Your adrenaline's pumping, your hands are shaking. And the way that you kind of combat that is to stick to your normal routine. And so you're just telling yourself, like for me, it's a certain number of practice strokes, a certain number of looks. And it's like you stick to that exact same routine and pull the trigger back and let it go. And just kind of at that point, you're just trusting your instincts a little bit and trusting the fact that you've made thousands of those putts, and you try not to think about, what's at stake. You just try and stick to that routine.
All right, JT, we've had a fun debate on the show. We've had some golf guests on, and we've thrown this question at them. For us normal golf folk, and let's say we go to a simulator, or let's say some professionals are playing in the TGL, and there is a hole-in-one made on a simulator, but not obviously out there on a real course. Does that count as a true hole-in-one?
I'm going to have to say no.
Thank you.
I don't think it does.
Thank you.
I don't think it does.
Okay.
You answered it correctly. No, it doesn't.
I think you got a better chance of counting one at a par three course than you do a simulator, and I'm not even sure if a par 3 course counts.
Okay. So he's on the board for no. He's on the board for no.
One for my team. Aaron's been looping for you for 9 years. Is that right?
Yes, 9 years. Yep.
All right. So I was standing next to him. He falls down, and people were pouring beer on his face. It was amazing. He was as happy as anybody. And he said to me, I'm like, you nearly had to play another 36 today after 30 plus today. And he's like, right. I'm toast. Like, we would have done it. He said we would have done it. Now, I don't know how you would have played today if you had to, but you
probably not great.
You came in 94th in the world. You leave 39th with a Memorial Tournament championship, and you're in the U.S. Open. Sum that up for me.
Oh, it's incredible. I mean, those are the events that you want to play in. Those majors are what we grind and practice and play for. So, to play our way in the way that we did is incredible. And yeah, I mean, 32 holes yesterday, it's hot, mentally it's draining. And then if we were to get up at 6 a.m. and go get ready for 36 more, I'm not sure how we would have done. We might have had a hard time playing well.
It's weekends like you just had that make everything worth it. You never quit. It's been a tough year up until now, I think, for maybe your standards, probably not from anybody else, because you were okay. Your best finish was 21st before yesterday. I think all the hard work you put into it, I know not seeing like great results has to be a little frustrating, but now that you get this payoff, it just reminds you that you just have to get to that next shot, man. And I'll tell you, you told me you changed your ball, you changed the putter last couple of weeks. I want you to always commit my theory on putters, though, that I told you Thursday. Putters are like field goal kickers. When they don't work, you get a new one. I think it worked.
It worked. You're not wrong there. It worked. I think it worked so well that it's probably going to be in there for a long time.
There we go.
I feel like it's earned its spot at this point.
That's right. He's earned some time. My man, this is awesome. We couldn't be happier for you, and we'll be even more happier when you try to come back and defend Memorial. And think about the dudes that are on that trophy. The Tiger, Jack won his own tournament twice. Tom Watson, Furyk, so many couples, L's. I mean, it's just Hall of Famers, man, and you're with them right alongside of them. And what you did yesterday, climbing back in and winning that thing, the way you did it, is probably as big as winning it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm still pinching myself. It's incredible seeing the list of names there, and just to have mine on that list. And I can't wait to come back next year and try and defend, and obviously draw off of all the great memories from this year and see what happens.
Catamounts, man. They're proud today.
That's right.
That's for sure.
They are. Oh,
Maddie did want to ask you, did you UNC or Duke when you were growing up?
Oh, UNC.
Okay.
By a landslide, yeah. Okay.
Big Belichick guy now, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
By the way, your young daughter carrying around the little Maltby bear was as great as it gets.
She got that from Barbara. Barbara gave it to her while we were doing the trophy ceremony, and she loved it. She's got a little bear she carries pretty much everywhere, so it was the perfect little gift for
her. Get some rest, feel good, and go get him in the next major, my man. Thanks for this. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you guys for having me on.
JT Poston, winner of the Memorial Tournament 2026. He was 140-1 in the odds. He was 94th in the world coming in. He leaves 39th, $4 million plus better, and something they'll never take away, which is that handshake and that trophy. We come back. Can Wemby handle the pressure? We'll talk about it next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
The sound of Paul Keels calling a Buckeye game is erotic.
Oh, yes.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Tired of snoring? Sleep Better Columbus can help with a custom mouthpiece that opens your airway and stops the snoring. No mask, no noise. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com today. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Hey, Weekend Warriors, Austin Ward here. You want to know when your body starts talking back on a golf course? Cart path only. Suddenly your ball is 80 yards across the fairway. You're hiking over there with 3 clubs, and by the time you get to it, you're not thinking birdie. You're wondering if the course has an urgent care. And that's the point. It's not just the scorecard. It's the whole day. Walking 18 without feeling like you're in a survival show. Bending down to read a putt without making that noise. Getting home and still having enough left in the tank for the kids, the yard, the cooler, all of it. That's why Awaken 180 makes sense. It's a medication-free solution with weekly weight loss, support, and yes, free support for life. You may not fix your slice overnight, but drop 30, 40, even 50 pounds, and the game, plus life after the game, feels better. Take strokes off your game by taking pounds off your frame. Make the call, 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
I'm Yolanda Harris. I'm a journalist at 10 TV News. I don't just report about our community, I belong to it. And that's why we care so deeply about getting it right. And when local journalism is done right, it moves. It moves you to act, to verify, to volunteer. And yes, it moves your heart through the kind of human storytelling that stays with you wherever you are. And at 10 TV, we're here for all of it. These are the stories that move Central Ohio.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Morgan & Morgan isn't just an injury firm. It's our family's life work. It's my husband, it's my sons, it's me. When we take a case, we see a family just like ours. $30 billion recovered is something I'm proud of. But what I'm really proud of are the families we stood beside. It's an honor to fight for you when you need our support the most. Morgan & Morgan, for the people and your family.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
We got a higher home appraisal after we put away our African art and family photos.
Has this happened to you because of race or national origin? Contact HUD at hud.gov/fair housing. A message from HUD and the National Fair Housing Alliance.
Hey, it's T-Bone again. Sleep apnea doesn't have to rule your nights. Sleep Better Columbus has been treating snoring and sleep apnea for over 15 years with proven results and now has an office open in Marysville. Call 1-800-MORE-SLEEP or go to sleepbettercolumbus.com. Stop snoring, sleep better, live better.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
Your plate is full every morning thanks to the $6 Tim's Trio from Tim Hortons. Freshly brewed coffee, a hearty breakfast sandwich with a freshly cracked egg, and a daily baked donut. All of that for just $6. Yeah, that is a full plate for sure, but it's one less thing on your plate to worry about. So enjoy it to its fullest. The $6 Tim's Trio, only at your neighborhood Tim Hortons, at participating U.S. restaurants.
In the old days when people lived to be 40, you only had one option for listening to your favorite show. But now, ooh, baby, radio, podcast, the Fan app, and YouTube, ooh, just to name a few, live or on demand. You have no excuses. The Fan. The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by KDHVAC, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
What's up, knuckleheads? You're listening to Rothman and Ice on The Fan. It's not terrible.
All right, we got an NBA final still going on. Knicks steal 2 on the road. Wemby makes the... I'll ask you guys. I guess it is a little bit of a blunder, the turnover. He had a chance to rescue that with a J. I don't know why at that point maybe he's not getting that a little more downhill. Maybe that was the Knicks defense. But he had a chance to win it and didn't. and that happens. Nobody makes everything, but the outlet, he's bringing the ball up. Whose back did he throw it into? Castle?
Man, that was tough.
And so when I was watching it, I was like, all right, that's on Wemby. But it's also one of those that I'm almost like, it could happen to anybody.
I agree.
It's an outlet. You expect the ball handler to take it, but...
And I think it could be a little bit of youth showing itself, too, for that team. Like this, what we're watching with this Spurs team is usually not what we're used to seeing as a team this young on this stage. And
why were they the favorite, Matty? Just for home court?
Probably home court. Probably home court coming
but they were
off
a sizable favorite.
Yeah. It was surprising.
Yeah.
I agree. I think
it's a lot of value on the Knicks.
It could be the combination of home court, like you alluded to, who they just beat, taking out the MVP and the reigning champ. And then Wemby's that good of a player. He's that much of a force. But this Knicks team has the experience. And I think that's what's showing itself, right, is the core of this team. They've played in some playoff games and been in some tough moments. And so San Antonio, while, yes, they're maybe just as talented as the Knicks are, because I think there's a case to be made there. I just think mentally right now you're seeing some things to where this New York team is just, I think, a step ahead of where they are. And I think you can even extend that AR to the coaching as well, right? With Mike Brown being a crafty vet and you've got Johnson as a young guy as well. But I'm not going to be surprised if San Antonio gets one of these games in New York. I just don't think it's going to be tonight, because I think tonight, the environment that we're going to see, I just don't think there's any chance that.
Oh, I think if they lose tonight, they're toast.
I could see them gutting it out in game 4. I just think tonight the city is going to be on fire. The New York fan base is. You've seen the sidewalk chats that the bing bong and all, like the videos that come out. Like there's people in the video saying if the Knicks win the series, they're going to burn the city down. Knicks fans in a good way. That's what they're ready for. So I just don't see it for San Antonio tonight.
So 2 things there. One, there could be the case of that it's already a foregone conclusion for fans, and that's dangerous to the Knicks, thinking it is over, or that the sweep talk. Now, they have evidence of this. They haven't lost in forever, and now they're coming back home.
What is it, 12 in a row? 13 in a row, somewhere in that range? Yeah.
So there's a little bit of that in that this seems like a coronation. Like this doesn't seem – the Knicks have to protect against that. It's not like they're an 8.5-point favorite tonight at home. They're like a bucket and a half.
Yeah.
Like they still think there's a lot to do. I'll answer my own question about why I think the Spurs were heavily favored to win the series. And I did like the value on the Knicks. It was plus 200 more. Like there was some good value on them. I don't think people were ready to believe that a team led by a guy 6'2" could win the finals. That we haven't seen this very often.
Yeah.
That a guy who can, I mean, listen, he can get any kind of shot he wants. He's that good. But they just weren't ready to believe that Brunson could lead them like an entire team to an NBA Finals and a championship. And now he's proving them wrong, and he's played hurt. He's played a little dinged. He's left. He's come back. And I think Wemby, the pressure's a little bit off of him in a weird way, because I think people believe the series is over. And he still has to play big tonight. There's pressure to play big and stay alive. But once he missed the jumper and had the turnover, I think we're all willing to say he's going to be great, but it's okay if he's not the greatest ever right now.
And usually you have to go through this as either the young star of the sport or the team that's really young before they go on and win. Like the Spurs remind me a lot of when Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook and James Harden were with the Thunder. They went on to play in the finals against the Heat, and they took it on the chin. I think they lost that series in 5. The Boston Celtics with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and that core had to go through this first before they got to the top of the mountain. And I just feel like that's where this thing is going to be headed. The future for them is going to be crazy, crazy bright. It just feels like the ready-made team for this type of moment is the New York Knicks. And the Knicks, if they do win this, and I do think now, obviously, they're going to pull this off up 2-0 going back home, you talk about a cool story. I mean, the whole Villanova core, how long the city of New York, the Knicks fan base has waited to get back to the finals. It will be one of the cooler stories that we've seen in the NBA with the trade to go get Mikal Bridges and giving up all those first-round picks to bring him in as another guy that played with that Villanova team that we saw play at a very high level in college basketball as well. But, yeah, I mean, tonight, Wemby's at the park. He was at the park today with his sister painting.
I saw that.
So that tells you how chill he is and how they are. He's out in the streets, which
That's
is
my point.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a little bit of my point about him putting a lot of pressure on himself to win. They want to win, but it's almost like, in a weird way, it's over, and that's dangerous. It's a little dangerous for the Knicks. I don't see them losing the series now, but if they can get tonight, it's on again.
It's absolutely on. I just can't imagine if you and I were running the security tree of, let's say, the San Antonio Spurs, that we would have advised Wemby to go out in the heart of New York on game day.
I don't need that.
With your sister. Like, I just don't know if that's the best decision.
Not only can it bring positive distraction, and what I mean by that is that everybody wants to take a picture with you and sign an autograph and glom all over you. It can bring that positive attention, distraction. But then you're opening yourself up to all the negative clown crap that can happen.
And we've seen that coming out of Knicks games where opposing fan will be leaving with, I don't know, let's say a Sixers jersey on. He's just minding his business, trying to get back to his car.
I mean, he's got security, right?
And they're hounding. I did not see. I would hope that security's there, but the video is Wemby and his sister at the park doing some painting. Day of Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Interesting.
Well, I guess Madison Square Garden has announced the winners of the celebrity courtside seats. There was a charity auction that raked in $1 million.
Oh, I did not see this.
I'll give you that at the top of the hour. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
No hot takes, no dancing, plenty of stupid. Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Save big on your next painting project now at Menards. From your kitchen and bath to doors and trim, and even your ceilings. Menards carries the Dutch Boy paints you need for your next painting project. Dutch Boy's Durafighter is a tough paint and primer that provides great scrub resistance and durability. Our knowledgeable team is ready to help bring your dreams to life, 1 gallon at a time. Stop by your local Menards today.
Save big money at Menards.
Hey, it's Austin Ward. Listen to The Beat with Austin and Byrne, now powered by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. Get the latest Buckeye news, insights, and unbeatable analysis every day. Don't miss a moment. Stream The Beat with Austin and Byrne, sponsored by the Waterworks and Header Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
When it's time to ask life's biggest question, make sure your ring says it all. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar, and we've been helping couples say yes for over 78 years. From brilliant cuts to better prices, the quality and selection of our diamonds is unmatched. Because diamonds aren't just our business, they're our legacy. Visit us at Diamond Cellar on Sawmill Road or Easton Town Center and learn more at diamondcellar.com. Bigger diamonds, better prices, guaranteed.
Common Man and Timmy. Voted America's dumbest show by Marconi voters. Common Man is a Columbus radio legend. And by legend, I mean it's a miracle he hasn't been fired yet. And Timmy is, well, Timmy will complain about anything and everything. And he kind of looks like a woman. Giggity, giggity, giggity. So there's that. Common Man and Timmy.
Sponsored by Hinderer Motor Company.
Weekday afternoons from 3 to 6 on The Fan.
With Bet365 Early Payout, you win even if they lose. Get paid out instantly when your team goes up big, even if they blow the lead later. Bet365. Winning is everything. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-MY-RESET. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
I never thought of myself as the type to settle down. Never knew where the team's next lunch was coming from. But then I met you, Easy Cater.
Workplaces everywhere are saying, I do want delicious food at work. And they're ordering from beloved restaurants with Easy Cater.
You were reliable. You had great options for every budget, even when marketing ops did keto again. We got through that together. With you, it's just so easy. Easy Cater, will you keep showing up at my workplace forever?
Find love at first lunch. Order at easycater.com.
QC Kinetics helps active people stay active. People like David Boardman, police officer, competitive athlete, and gym owner who trains hard almost every day.
My body's taken a lot of abuse over the years. I've had multiple knee surgeries on both of my knees. I could barely run a mile prior to going to QC Kinetics. Doctors have all told me, hey, you are going to need knee replacements.
But QC Kinetics gave David great news.
We're going to give you the opportunity to have not one, but 2 healthy knees, and we don't have to cut you open.
And after David's regenerative treatments at QC Kinetics?
Since I've gone to them, I run 20, 30 miles a week. I really wouldn't be able to do that if it wasn't for QC Kinetics.
From knee pain to Ironman training.
It's a no-brainer.
Now it's your turn. Call QC Kinetics to book your free consultation today.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Fall is a season of change, and Hinderer Motor Company is turning over a new leaf with big savings. This is Justin Hinderer. Right now, any one of our participating locations is paying up to $3,500 over Kelley Blue Book value. That's right. Drive in your current vehicle and leaf with one of ours today. Don't wait. The leaves are falling and so are the prices. At Hinderer Motor Company, we love what moves you.
Hey, John, why so glum?
I just got let go. The company's downsizing. This is the 3rd time in the last 2 years. I'm done with this.
Have you thought about My Computer Career? I've heard they can train you for a career in IT in just a few months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI. And you don't need prior training or experience. Now that's a recession-resistant career.
Wow, thanks. I'll check them out.
Go to mycomputercareer.edu and take the free career evaluation. Mycomputercareer.edu, an Elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Broadcasting live from the McDaniel GM Superstore Studios, driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. WBNS HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Anberg. Go on Rothman and Ice, win the Memorial. That's what JT Poston did at Merrifield last weekend. After joining the show after his first round, Poston finished 12 under and edged Ryan Gerard in 2 playoff holes. He joined the guys again today to reflect on the win.
We dream of walking off that 18th green and shaking Mr. Nicklaus's hand and, that historic moment, and just, to be able to actually live it and pull it off. I'm just extremely proud and humbled, and man, it was a pretty surreal day yesterday.
Poston now avoids 36 holes today in Springfield, Ohio, one of 10 sites for U.S. Open qualifiers, known as golf's longest day. NBA Finals Game 3, Knicks lead 2-0 and host the Spurs tonight at 8:30. Baseball today, Guardians host the Yankees at 6:40. Reds visit the Padres at 9:40. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Most shows just skim the surface, but Rothman and Ice feel like the biggest story of the day deserves a closer look. It's time for a deeper dive.
Sponsored by Orthopedic One, Central Ohio's most trusted orthopedic practice. Find a physician or location near you at orthopedic1.com.
All right, back at it. 3rd hour, Ian Fitzsimmons. Bottom of the hour, we'll do a lot on Brendan Sorsby with him as well. So MSG announced, I don't think these are specific celebrities, and I'll read this story to you, and then maybe you can help me through it. So Madison Square Garden revealed these lucky winners. It's they called it the Celebrity Row courtside seats for Game 3, and it was a giveaway that raked in about $1 million. And the cool part is it's going to New York City's youth. So these 2 big, deep-pocketed firms, Big Apple firms, I never heard of them. Maybe Veritas Capital I have, but I don't know the other one. They split the winning bid for the pair of these tickets that are as hot as anything you'd ever find. And did I see one of the court sides was going for like
$300,000?
Yeah, it's just something crazy. Who knows?
I saw in San Antonio, courtside was about $100,000. So I have to imagine that's $200,000, $300,000 probably in New York.
So they say, we're proud that we're able to offer this opportunity to benefit the Garden of Dreams Foundation. This $1 million donation will be an invaluable resource to help shape the futures of young people we serve. All right, wonderful. Money's going to a good cause, and it's helping, underserved kids in the region.
I like it.
And so that's cool.
Yeah.
homelessness, poverty, illness,
Absolutely.
foster kids, all that.
Good stuff, yeah.
So I was looking to see if there was a list yet of them, and here's what I have as far as A-listers.
Okay.
And you guys can tell me if you were betting, this would be the lock of the year. Timothy Chalamet is going to be there, right?
100%.
I mean, unless he's sick, he'll be there.
Do we feel better about stamping Spike?
Okay.
More than him.
He was the second one on the list.
Okay. Because there's no way Spike Lee is missing this game tonight. No way.
The first finals game at the Garden, and
it would have to be an immediate family member that's deathly ill or something like that. I think for
And
Spike
even
Lee to
then-
miss this game. He might say, I'm going to the game.
Snake a tube down her nose, and I'll see you in 3 hours. So Timothy Chalamet. So it says here.
Are we ranking our most likely to appear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Spike's for sure.
Spike's one.
He's in.
All right.
He's one
I
for
thought
me.
Chalamet would be one, but I might be
Chalamet?
splitting hairs.
Number 3.
Because Chalamet did not go to the Met Gala, even for game one of the Eastern Conference semis.
Wait, he didn't go to the Eastern Conference Finals because of the Met Gala?
No, he skipped it to go to the Knicks game.
Oh, yeah, he's all in.
Yeah.
So, yes, I would have him in my top 3, but I think Stiller is going
Ben
to be a
Stiller
lock as well
Look
tonight.
at most popular baby names in 1984. Brundon.
Not that one.
Brandon?
There you go.
Brundon. Brundon. Barundon.
There you go.
So he's been a Knick fan since he was a kid. This isn't a celebrity. I live in New York. Hop on the train. He's been a fan for a while.
Number 4.
So I was going to say, I don't know if this counts because he's a former player. Does that not count?
Oh, yeah, that doesn't count. We're not counting.
Okay, all right.
No,
No,
you're gonna
I
say
was
Starbury.
going to say Walt Frazier. Like, I think he would be there.
I think it's a safe bet to bet on Walt Frazier, Carmelo.
I mean, he was the one that led him to those championships
Yeah.
in the 70s. So.
Starbury and Sprewell will be on the court.
Yeah, like Starks and all those guys have been below the basket. So that's not going to change.
Number 4 is Tracy Morgan.
Tracy Morgan. He's been a pretty big fan. He's been celebrity row guy.
Are we?
I thought, wouldn't Kylie Jenner be there with Chalamet?
It's kind of a package deal.
Yeah.
It seemed like it's been a package deal.
Is there a chance he would be there and she wouldn't?
Yes. I think there's
Let's
that
not
chance.
spend the extra cash.
Where's Fat Joe on those rankings that
Up
you're looking
there,
at?
I think he's higher than Morgan.
Yeah, Fat Joe, he usually sits behind Mike Woodson. So, like, on that side of your TV screen, near the Knicks bench. So I'm going to go Fat Joe for sure is in the building tonight.
Where's Donald Trump? He's already promised his presence.
He's going to
So
be
they're
there.
shutting down, I guess, all of around MSG, right?
Yeah, they put up like some barricades or whatever around that, which obviously makes sense when, the president's coming in. Got to have the highest in security.
Here's one for my team, I think, one that I think would happen.
Okay.
I don't know who would give him tickets or whether he'd spend his own money, but I think John McEnroe will be there.
Ooh, great call.
Yeah.
He will be.
Yeah.
He will be.
I've just seen this for decades.
John McEnroe.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of
Chris Rock, yes or no?
Yes.
I'll say no.
You don't think Chris Rock will be there
Have
today?
we seen him?
He's been at a lot of Knick games before. I just think if you're anybody, you want to flex.
Okay.
And say I was
What
at
about
this
Adam
game tonight.
Sandler?
What about some Jersey dudes like Springsteen and Bon Jovi?
I could see Bon Jovi was at a game, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, he was. He was.
I don't remember. I don't think we're
recently.
I don't think we're ripping off enough New York rappers yet either.
I agree with that.
So we have Fat Joe on this list.
Method Man.
50 Cent is from
Method
Queens.
Man.
50 Cent is from Queens.
The Blizzard Man.
Nicki Minaj, Queens.
Oh, no.
I'm just saying, like, this is when you are a celebrity of this type of stat, you want to flex and say, I was at this game, right? So I think all these people that.
Not the clinching game? Like, if
Sure,
you had a choice,
either
maybe you'd
one,
go
but
to
I think the first home finals Knicks game at the Garden.
All right, what about, then I'll go old school again. What about LL Cool J?
That's a solid bet.
I was going to go
Wears a Yankees
Jay-Z.
Represent Queens.
Oh.
She was raised out of Brooklyn.
Do we get Jay-Z and Beyonce in the house tonight?
I think that's in play.
I'm telling you, if they wanted to go to a game and they were only going to one, it would be the next one.
I don't disagree with that, but I think there's something to having this ticket tonight.
Because it's the first one in forever.
Yeah.
All right, I'll buy that. Okay.
I just don't think we have enough New York artists on here.
They didn't.
musically.
I'll tell you what. They didn't wait to go back and clinch. Like when I was at the Cavs game for game 4.
Yeah, you were there for 4. Yeah.
Was I there for 4?
I think that was 4.
3.
It's got to be so surreal being one of these players.
Yeah, I was there for 3. Oh, I'll tell you why. I was there for 3 real quick, TLC. I was there for game 3, and I can't remember now. But a lot of guys were saying they didn't think all the New York celebrities would show up, but they did because they wanted to clinch.
They tried to get there because Fat Joe,
was game 4.
Fat Joe tried to go to Cleveland. He kind of called out. I forget who he called out, but Fat Joe tried to get a ticket, and he wasn't. So he's definitely going to be there tonight.
Yeah, one of my friends was trying to convince me that the Cavs would win that game because the Knicks were going to want to clinch at home. And I'm like, no, they want to get it done with.
I'll add Jadakiss to this as well. Another New York rapper that I think could be sitting next to Fat Joe. So give me Jadakiss.
Imagine being one of these players and looking around and seeing all of these people are obsessed with me for the next 2 hours. That's got to be the most...
It's got to be cool, man.
Like, chin up, chest out feeling ever. It's like, they're all here to see me.
Are we forgetting, and I agree with you, that has to be really cool, any other actors that aren't New York based that just like to be seen?
Jason Sudeikis.
Celebrities that just like to be seen. Like,
so I read
Drewski, I think, might pop up at this thing tonight.
So I read that
who's getting invited by through sponsors and stuff like that.
The influencer invite.
Yeah. Also, I wonder how many of these people are actually paying for their tickets, because we were just talking about this prior to the show. I forget who I was even talking to, but I think I was talking to Heather and Tyler Danberg, and we were just like, it's funny because the more popular you are, the more rich and famous you are, and the more rich and famous you are, the more you get for free. Yeah. So it's like, yes, you can't afford it, but are these people even paying the cost? Or
it's AR's lifestyle, is what you just described.
By the way, I brought this conversation up when Kelsey and
this is the New York version
and
of
Taylor
AR
were in Cleveland. I remember
Donteberry.
saying, did they just get their tickets gifted to them?
They own the house.
No, somebody owns those season tickets.
Did they pay
There's
those people?
no way Travis Kelce and Tyler and Taylor Swift are going on Facebook scalping tickets.
No, that's not it, man. The question is, did they actually pay for them? Of course they. She's worth billions.
Yeah.
There's nothing she can't buy.
I mean,
yeah, but also if you're related to the Cavs, aren't you kind of inviting them and trying to pull strings for them? Hey,
I mean, that you'd want her there, that we'll cover it.
There's some
meaning
of that.
We'll go to some season ticket holders who are sitting courtside. If you want to sell to Taylor and Kelsey, we'll pay for them.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Maybe.
What do they get out of them? I mean, okay, they're there. It's cool, but
does Spike Lee pay for his tickets?
I believe Spike Lee is a season ticket holder. I believe he does pay for his seats. I'm pretty sure that's
you know what? That I respect. Him trying to pretend like he's a part of the game and getting up and yelling at every ref and player that runs by him. I don't respect that at all.
Did you guys hear that Stephen A., I don't know if this was tongue-in-cheek or what, but
I hope it was. I know what you're gonna say.
Wilbon said that if the Knicks win, Stephen A. said he doesn't need a championship ring.
He wasn't going to get one.
I know.
I mean, is that as arrogant as it gets?
I hope he was being sarcastic. I also hope he was being sarcastic when he credited himself. He's like, the Knicks started winning when I was getting on them on TV.
I have the soundbite from today. I'm going to send it to you in the break, and you'll hear it when we come back. That Stephen A. says he doesn't want a championship ring from the Knicks if they win a title. It's like this preemptive, don't worry about me.
What is happening?
You'll hear it next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Tweet from a listener.
Are you carrying the Buckeye game today?
Considering we've never not carried one, yes. The answer is yes. The Fan.
Common Man here. Join me June 20th for the Common Man Mile at this year's Fan 5K in Westerville. Get signed up at 971therace.com.
The 97.1 The Fan 5K is presented by Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, and the Common Man Mile is sponsored by Rose Pest Solutions. Rose Pest Solutions has been protecting Columbus homes and businesses for over 165 years. Got a pest problem? Rose is the solution. Call 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
From the FIFA World Cup to competitive business environments, grand ambitions lead to game-changing achievements. At Bank of America, we're there to support businesses at every step, providing insights and expertise to help you gain an edge.
He shoots, he scores!
What would you like the power to do? Explore winning business solutions at BofA.com/gamechangers. Bank of America, official bank of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
My name's Phil from Beverly, Massachusetts. I've lost 88 pounds with Awaken 180. I was type 2 diabetic and I was severely overweight. I got to do something because what I was doing wasn't working. The GLP-1 was a thought, but I don't really like putting chemicals in my body. So I've been on Awaken 180 for a year ago this month. I'm now completely off of all diabetic medication, cholesterol medication. And as a result of this, I was scheduled for more knee surgery. My left knee was really getting to the point where I was having trouble walking. And now that pain is completely gone. My energy level's through the roof. I just can't say enough good things about Awaken 180 and the positive effects it has on you. It has completely changed my life.
Thanks, Phil. Austin Ward here, and Phil wanted to share his Awaken 180 story for the same reasons I have for so many years now, to let others know there is a medication-free solution for weight loss. Find your results at awaken180weightloss.com or call 844-346-1800.
Don't sweat it. Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your air conditioner fast. 1-800-COOLING.
If you don't have Friday, June 12th circled on your calendar, get out a marker, circle that 12. Hollywood Casino Columbus is the place to be. Scotty Vegas here, and we're going to be cheering on Team USA in the sportsbook with a big watch party at 9 o'clock. Contest, prizes, plus the all-new Hollywood Casino Columbus Hotel grand opening is June 12th. Brett Michaels live, fireworks, swag, food trucks, and our watch party. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Disasters strike, fires, hurricanes, earthquakes. Direct Relief delivers. No politics, no red tape. Direct Relief is a lifeline to people in crisis. So check them out at directrelief.org. And if you can, donate.
Does heel pain make you hobble just getting out of bed in the morning? If heel pain is affecting your ability to exercise and meet your walking or running goals, relief is as close as your local podiatrist. Podiatric physicians are highly trained doctors who specialize in medical and surgical treatment of the foot and ankle. Ohio Foot and Ankle podiatric physicians are available across the state and are devoted to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Our teachers are really the ones on the front lines every day seeing the changing needs of our students. So when the teachers here in Bay Village recognized that there were ways that we could better support the needs of our students, our association worked collaboratively with district leadership to provide care coordinators, school psychologists, and additional counseling resources that have already positively impacted our students. My name is Margot Newman. I'm a proud member of the Bay Teachers Association because strong unions make strong public schools for our students.
Think you know Buckeye football? These two say, hold my beer. The Beat with Austin and Berm.
Sponsored by the Waterworks.
Daily on the Fan's YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly cloudy, turning humid and warm for the rest of the day. Upper 80s for a high. An isolated shower or storm could pop up later on today as well. Overnight, few showers and storms remain a possibility. Warm once again with lows only around 70. Then for Tuesday, scattered showers and a few thunderstorms are roaming around. Otherwise, partly to mostly cloudy, humid, highs in the lower 80s. For The Fan, I'm 10 Weather Impact meteorologist Justin Gertz.
T-Bone and Tyvus are everything you want in a delicious breakfast. Lots of empty calories, no nutritional value.
Weekday mornings from 6 to 9.
The Fan. Rothman and Ice present Pre-Snap Reads.
Sponsored by Dr. Mark Levy. If you're snoring and not sleeping, call Dr. Mark Levy today at 1-800-MORE-SLEEP.
All right, we have a new candidate, possibly. Jamie was listening to the show and says Tracy Morgan, Jay-Z. She said it before us, and she added Whoopi Goldberg.
Phenomenal.
She thinks highly likely.
It's a great call by Jamie. Shout out to Jamie. I think she's a shoo-in, honestly. I think Whoopi is.
It didn't hit me that way.
Yeah, I think she's a shoo-in, honestly.
All right, here's the next question. Which celebs don't stay for the entire game?
Okay.
I mean, I would think if this game tips off at 8:40.
Well, what's the final score?
8:45.
Yeah,
you're not getting 4 quarters out of Whoopi Goldberg.
Give us the game script. What's this going to look like?
Oh, you're saying like if it's a dramatic game, they'll stay?
They're absolutely staying if it's dramatic.
I think if the Knicks are up or down big, they're gone.
They're out. Yeah, I agree. Close game. None of those people.
Chalamet will stay the whole thing, and Stiller will stay the whole thing.
Yeah, Spike will stay for the whole thing. Tracy will stay for the whole thing. But I think we've kind of mapped this out fairly well between the New York Knicks alumni that'll be on the baseline somewhere, and then a lot of the faces that we normally see. There's going to be a rando celebrity or two that's there that just wants to be a part of this. Maybe they...
Karl Anthony Towns did a cameo in The Devil Wears Prada 2. So, and Hathaway has always said she's a Knicks fan.
Okay.
Like, I could see her showing up.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And there's going to be so many rich people that we don't even know they're going to be in the company of some of the names that we've already listed. Right? Like real estate moguls and all these people that live in New York that have millions and millions of dollars. It's like,
I mean, it's
pretty wild, isn't it? Like all the people that are going to be blending in with the celebrities that we're talking about are people that have crazy amounts of money.
But if I gave you a ticket,
yeah,
you'd prefer tonight over potential game 4, not knowing the result of tonight. You wouldn't roll the dice for the clincher?
There's something about being in the building for me tonight that I just think is going to be a sight to behold, man. I just think the energy probably right now around MSG is through the roof. So yeah, I'd want to be at this one for sure.
As bad as the series was with the Cavs, for a second I didn't even remember whether I was at game 3 or game 4. Like that's how bad it was.
It was a Sunday, correct?
It was game 3. No, it was a Saturday.
Okay.
It was game 3. I had to look it up though. I didn't remember what game I was at.
And there were some of the celebrities that we mentioned that root for the Knicks were there, correct? Who do you remember seeing? On the New York side of things. Was Stiller there for that one? Spike was there,
Stiller
correct?
was there.
Spike was there?
Yeah.
Spike was there?
Yeah, Chalamet was probably there.
Was he there as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows? But they traveled. They did not wait for the clincher. They went to Cleveland.
They went to it
because then the game 4 was on Memorial Day.
That's right.
Yeah.
This has to be one of the hottest tickets that we've seen in years in sports.
What's the get-in price?
Oh, man. I've seen, and I don't know if this was real or not, I saw screenshots of people tweeting out, whether it was like SeatGeek or wherever you get your tickets, of nosebleeds AR that were like $3,000. Like
Are we like 20,000? Is that MSG somewhere around there? Maybe a little
capacity,
smaller?
Yeah,
18,
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's...
I've seen like and I could be wrong, and it could be AI'd or whatever, but I saw nosebleeds going for about 3,000. Which is insane.
Nosebleeds for $3,000 just to be in the building.
Just to be in the building.
Sounds about right, actually.
Yeah.
For that game in New York. All right, so I've not heard this. This was on Get Up. Let's judge whether it's dripping with sarcasm or not.
They ain't lost a game since. They ain't lost a game since that rant. So y'all can talk about me all y'all want to. I'll do it again.
Are you getting a ring? Are they going to give you one?
I don't want one. I don't want one. I didn't earn it. No. Only Spike Lee deserves that. I don't deserve that. I don't deserve that, but I will tell you this much. I'm telling you this right now. I don't need one. Been a Knicks fan all my life. We waited 53 years. Don't blow this. Don't blow this at all.
Right, I believe him.
I believe him. I don't think he would accept one. And when he mentioned Spike Lee,
why would he really deserve one though?
Spike?
No.
Yeah, he did give a legit answer.
He gave a legit answer, which
it's not like he's like,
he didn't laugh at all. Like he didn't laugh it off.
He did.
Like he didn't say this.
I don't.
He basically said he was going to turn it down.
The tone of his voice. He didn't say these words, but the tone of his voice implied, "I understand why you're asking, but no."
Yeah,
I think what he believes is that he may be the most famous Knick fan outside of Spike.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he buys into the legitimacy of that.
I don't know if he's wrong in that. I would be okay with Spike Lee getting one though. I would. Would you? Like I'm talking a legit team ring that let's say Jalen Spike to me has been. I mean, he's kind of the face of the Knicks.
That's right, but
That's sad.
But the owner doesn't have to buy him a ring.
He doesn't have to, but I think Dolan would.
Mm-hmm.
But just Spike's face for decades now has been a part of this. So I'd be good with that.
Oh, my goodness.
You can get him something. It can't be the same ring that the players have.
I'd
get him
That's interesting.
a secondary or a tertiary ring, and he cannot be the only season ticket holder to get it.
I think if you're going to do it, you do it. And I would be okay with him being the only season ticket holder because he's put in the most time.
Do we know
He's
that?
been there.
I don't know.
Or is he the only one?
I mean,
they're not part of the organization.
No, he's been in that same seat for 20 plus years, maybe even 30 plus years.
Yeah.
So I
I'll
just
tell you,
think
he didn't say that he'd be uncomfortable. He just said
he'd be
like his answer wasn't, whoa. That I'd actually feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He didn't say that.
He's like,
give it to Spike first, and if there's an extra.
He was kind of like, hey, Spike's there. I don't know if I'm there yet.
Yeah, to your point, like I think if let's say they win the finals in the next couple of days or whatever, and like Shea Cornette starts first take with a surprise finals ring for Stephen A. He's not going to on TV be like, hey, you know what? I'm not going to take this. He's taking the ring.
Like if you guys asked me, like, hey Cole, if Notre Dame won a championship, do you think you deserve a ring? I'll be like, why'd you even ask me that? But he was like, no, but Skip. Spike Lee does, me not so much. Like he treated it like a legit question, and I think Michael Wilbon was being sarcastic, and he gave a legit answer.
I don't know if he was being sarcastic. I don't know if either one of them.
All right, well here let's play.
I think it was kind of
legit.
legit.
The beginning again.
All right.
They ain't lost the game since that ring. So y'all can talk about me all y'all want to. I'll do it again.
Are you getting a ring? Are they going to give you one?
I don't want one. I don't want one. I didn't earn one. No. Only Spike Lee.
So they were making fun of him.
I don't want one. I believe that. I'll take that at face value.
I mean, first championship since the 1970s is on the table. He's loved them forever, but
I mean, I honestly, AR, already feel bad for security, law enforcement if they win this thing. I'm talking the parade. This parade, if the Knicks win one, is going to be the craziest parade, I think, in sports history, honestly.
How about just the fact that the Knicks auctioned off like 2 courtside seats in Celebrity Row, and this law office and private equity firm just bought them for $1 million.
I'm saying. These people we don't even know that are that crazy.
It's a write-off, correct?
I
like
believe
they gave it to a charity?
I think so.
The money's going to a charity, so I assume
that makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense. I mean, the president's not going to be sitting on the floor, right?
Will be in a suite. Yes.
Really?
Not on the floor. He's not staying the whole game.
Oh, I mean, what does that matter? He feels like
my instant reaction is that's sweet all day long, but
okay. That's probably the favorite on the board.
Down there. Some popcorn gets thrown or some weird thing happens. You don't want to be down there in Gen Pop with the rest of
Have we ever seen a president attend a game not tucked away in a suite?
They're always, Matt, you can't
I'm just
have
saying,
that.
if there were a president to want to be on the floor in the midst of things, I think this would be the guy.
He is the Donald. He is New York.
This would be the guy, I think.
The only example I could possibly think of is a president throwing out a first pitch.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only example I can think of where they weren't.
You know who threw out a first pitch? We don't get fooled again.
Fool me
wearing a
once.
bulletproof vest, and and he was told by Yankees players, "You better not skip into the plate. Or you're gonna get booed. They don't care who you are."
I agree with you guys. The favorite on the board is him up in the suite. I just will not be surprised if he is on the floor. I got Tina Fey. Is she? She's been on Celebrity New York Nick Rowe a few times. Maybe we pencil her in for an appearance as well.
A regular season game does not match what it would cost to do that.
You don't think Tina Fey's got
I'm sure she could afford it, but do they want to?
I think they do. I think everybody wants to brag about being at this game or the next game.
Before the end of the show, you come up with your guaranteed 3. I'll come up with my guaranteed 3.
Oh, God, they're doing a special right now.
Your guaranteed 3.
On ESPN, Chris Rock.
Yeah.
He's got Brunson probably answering your question, TLC, about playing in front of celebrities. I want to go back and watch this because it's pretty cool. Seems pretty cool. At least.
All right, so we finally come to there are no rules left for college sports. We'll get Ian Fitzsimmons' version of that next in 2 minutes. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Fool me, we can't get fooled again. When sudden illness or injury strike, Ohio State offers 3 types of urgent care to meet any of your needs. From traditional urgent care to our specialized orthopedic urgent care for activity-related injuries and advanced urgent care for more serious injury and illness. Our experts treat everything from broken bones to ear infections and colds and flu. Ohio State Urgent Care. This is world-class care.
It's 2026, the year you achieve your health goals. The Good Feet store wants to help. Trade in your bad feet for good feet. We want to help you walk, run, exercise, and play in comfort this year. Visit the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway near the Polaris Mall or on Stringtown Road in Grove City.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, we put new windows in a Dublin home last week. You wouldn't believe how much new light was let in. Changed the entire mood of the home.
You don't need fancy windows to change the mood of a room, Leslie. Know what else will do that? Wilson's Wicks, my new candle line. Here, smell this one.
Oh, that's bad.
I call it warm tuna salad. It's not for everyone.
Get the windows that can completely change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Delaware County Veterans Services is ready to help you access VA benefits, emergency financial assistance, dental and medical grants, transportation, and more. Give Delaware County Veterans Services a call, 740-833-2010 to schedule an appointment.
In the military, the mission was clear. You knew what to do. Now, the mission has changed. Stepping into civilian life isn't about finding a job. It's finding your purpose.
I wanted a career that would leverage the skills and discipline I gained in the military. IT just felt right.
My Computer Career offers class schedules that fit into your life and skills in high demand. Put your VA benefits to work. Visit mycomputercareer.edu/CWP to jumpstart your IT career today. An elite CompTIA certification partner. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Rothman Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Matty promises he'll continue to do the show even if he wins the lottery. If only we believed him. You're listening to Rothman and Ice.
All right, here's a guy who could afford a ticket to Knicks Spurs tonight if he wanted to.
Absolutely.
But the comfort of his own home, kicking back, that's where he needs to be. Our guy, Ian Fitzsimmons, ESPN host with the most. My man, how we feeling?
I'm calling BS on Matty right now on that rejoin. If he hit the lottery, his ass ain't showing up.
That's what I.
Man,
why do you
nobody
think?
believes me.
Why do you think we aired? Now he has tempered that with like 3 days a week, and maybe I'll pick my days. So he's not all in the full time.
Fitzy, I would go to a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, 3 days a week. That would be my schedule.
Man, that Monday, you are so full of crap. That Monday and Friday is going to get punted so fast. I mean, you think Ray Guy was still with us. That ain't happening. Matty, I used to say the same thing, man. I used to say the same thing. Now that I'm 54, man, let me tell you, I hit the lotto. Goodbye!
Okay.
That's right.
All right.
See ya!
All right.
Pull ripcord, man. See ya.
I'm still calling games, they are. I'm still calling games, but I'm damn sure I'm not doing a talk show.
That's right.
10 o'clock at night Eastern.
Damn right,
happening.
yeah. Keep the hobby, lose all the other crap.
That's it.
All right, so hear me out on this. I'm like everybody about this Sorsby thing, and it's angered a lot of people, but I do feel like that anger actually may work for this, and I'll tell you why. So if you get a ruling like this, and the NCAA, in an odd way, they've never been supported by anybody, but now they're actually getting support for okay, we need to enforce the eligibility rules and all this, and I'm wondering if they could lose the battle and win the war. Could you lose on this but still win? Is there something? Is this the final straw that might get enough people to say we need to step back and take a look at what's going on in college sports in general, especially football?
Hell, look, at the last college seminar that we have at ESPN, they always bring in guest speakers, whether it's coaches, who you name it, conference commissioners. And last year, Charlie Baker, NCAA president, who is trying to repair everything that the empty golf shirt, Mr. Direct Deposit, Mark Emmert, screwed up in college athletics. And Baker actually told us the NCAA is powerless. Then he came back on McAfee's show and said the same thing not long ago. It is powerless because we have the rules. Some of the rules are cut and dry, clear as day. Like when you walk into a Major League Baseball clubhouse, whether it's spring training or, right there with the Red Legs or the Gardos, you walk in and it's everywhere. Gamble and you're gone. Well, it's clear as day in the NCAA rule book. You gamble on your sport that you play and you are gone. And he was until you go to a local court, they overrule it, and next thing you know, bam, I'm telling you, chaos is here. Anarchy's coming. I had one P4 head coach who I respect immensely reached out to me. I didn't call him, saying, so what's going to stop us now when a player that gets cut from an NFL camp, and we can go offer him more than the practice squad that he's going to end up on, right? Maybe $4 or $5 million, because if you're in an NFL camp, you're a hell of a player. You just got cut. You're young enough. We've seen players get cut and go on and have long careers in the NFL. But this coach is going, what is going to stop us, meaning any school, any coach, any booster, from going and signing a player off of a practice squad in the NFL, or a guy who gets cut in camp because we can pay him $3, $4, $5 million. Yeah. We got left tackles at LSU getting $4 million now. And think about it. The NCAA is going to say no, but in Charlie Baker's own words, we don't have the power. So all of a sudden, you go to your local court, a judge says, no, you're good to go, man. Come on back to college. That's the crazy kind of crap that is coming down the pike, folks. And that's the state of college athletics right now, especially college football.
Well, all right. So I agree with you, but my original point is that if this could actually help the NCAA gain some support, and this is the other thing. Well, because this ruling isn't the be-all, end-all. Like, it's an injunction. It governs one county in Texas. Like, this doesn't force judges in other counties or other states to rule the same way. It's significant. I'm not saying it's not.
Also, having my old man was an appellate court judge, dude. They don't like their rulings going against them. So now precedent has been set, even with gambling on your own team. And now this, even though it could be a local court in Columbus, Ohio, right? You've already had one judge in Lubbock, Texas, say this. Are you going to go against it? Precedent's been set. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could, I guess, but I'm telling you, it's not going to curtail coaches and big money boosters, the jock snippers of the world, to go and try and get the best players out there from another team, a rival team, or even an NFL camp that a guy just got cut.
So kind of swirling around the Brendan Sorsby whole story has been the name Cody Campbell, Fitzy, as you know. And so maybe for some Buckeye fans that hear the name that don't know exactly who this guy is, paint the picture of who Cody Campbell is and why his name continues to pop up when it comes to Texas Tech in this story.
I've known Cody Campbell for a few years now. His name, is legendary with the Red Raiders. He was when Mike Leach's, the late great Mike Leach, in his first recruiting class. He was an All-American offensive lineman at Tech. Went to the Indianapolis Colts, played for a year. I want to say broke his neck or his back. I can't remember. But was set to have a hell of an NFL career. He and one of his best friends from high school then became oil guys, wildcatters, and they struck oil many a time. He is a billionaire, and I do mean that's B, multi times over. He is one of the wealthiest men in the state of Texas. Let that sink in. And his Double Eagle Foundation, that's their oil company. They're a juggernaut, man. They are a monster, and he is wicked smart. He's been to Congress several times trying to fix college athletics. His heart is in the right place, but man, some of the things like the SEC and the Big Ten said, "Hey, we don't agree with everything that's in this bill that he and Nick Saban and many others kind of came up with, with the Safe College Athletics bill." So that's the background on Cody Campbell. He's got a boatload of stroke. He was on my show last Friday, as a matter of fact, talking about this very thing. He expected Sorsby to be cleared. I told him I didn't see how. Well, here it is. We saw how. Even though the Texas Tech alumni, who was set to be the judge in this case, recused himself, and then I think the judge in Lubbock County is a Houston Cougar alum, so there wasn't exactly direct ties to Campbell or Texas Tech, for that matter, when it comes to the guy in the robe sitting on the bench. But Campbell's got a lot of stroke, man, and I do mean a lot of stroke. And he's played the game. He knows the game. He's head of the Texas Tech Matador Club and their Board of Regents now. He's a very powerful guy in college athletics.
I didn't understand. So who got Sorsby for just 2 games? The judge?
That was the one that Texas Tech was recommending as self-imposed punishment.
Okay.
And they got it.
Well, that's not going to impact anything, right? I mean,
no.
Yeah.
Hell no.
He's under. I mean, I don't know how good Sorsby is, really. I mean, he's getting paid a lot of money.
He's got talent, AR.
Yeah.
He's good, Bubba.
Yeah, he's good.
Swing it.
But I mean, so it didn't.
It didn't. Him right there in your backyard,
I know.
Right down the road, man. Hell.
It didn't surprise you that he didn't just take the L and try to go to the NFL? Like he's fighting for college and the NIL money and all that. He needs that. Like I thought maybe he'd just take the L and try to get in the supplemental draft.
I think that a team would have given up a first-round pick for him, AR. I could not agree with you more.
Yeah.
He will be – well, hold on. Let's look at Let's look at the draft we just had. We all thought Garrett Nussmeier was a first-rounder. Lenore Sellers was a first-rounder. Kate Klubnik was a first-rounder. Guess what? Dante Moore was going to be a first-rounder. Dante Moore is still at Oregon. Lenore Sellers is still at South Kakalaki. And Nussmeier, due to injuries, went all the way to the damn 7th round, right? So, I mean, what do we really know? But, Sorsby was projected to be a first-round pick coming up next year. You go back, you make the NIL money, and you try and improve your draft stock because he needs more big boy football snaps, reps under his belt, in my opinion. But he's got the talent. He's got the arm strength. It's just a matter of, just taking that next step. And I think that's why he wanted to fight it and not go in the supplemental because he's going to make more money by playing at Tech. And then if he plays like the way they think he is, because like LSU wanted him. A lot of schools wanted this dude, man. A lot of schools. That Cody Campbell billionaire oil money landed him in Lubbock, Texas. So now we'll see if he improves his draft stock. I don't like the way it happened.
Fitzy, we'll get you out of here on this one. If you could sit next to any celebrity tonight at Game 3 at the Spurs-Knicks game, which celebrity would you want to sit next to?
Porsche and Mercedes, who are paid to be there by some other big Hollywood type.
Okay.
Come on, that was funny.
Am I familiar?
Are you serious? I got silence on that one?
No,
Are you trying to think about Porsche and Mercedes? I mean, think about it. New York, famous people, paid to be there.
I'm drawing.
Matty, you got me. You know what I'm talking about.
No, he doesn't.
No, Porsche. Yeah, I'm drawing a blank here, Fitzy. I'm failing you on this.
These are people.
Lexus, Jasmine, Terry. Come on.
I kind of knew where he was going, but I wasn't sure. Like
right now, Craig Schmidt, Jorge from UA, they're all going, fellas, come on, man. I mean, stick the landing there, boys. Man, I thought the delivery was pretty decent on that one.
It was. I dropped the ball.
Maybe I need to go back. I guess I need to go back to my house with my daughter's boyfriend, who's stoned as hell upstairs in my home after having his wisdom teeth taken out. The dude's chasing unicorns through a forest right now.
The corns. All right. I wasn't sure where you were headed. I didn't know we were doing most popular stripper names 1988. I didn't know what we were doing.
We used to do a segment when I was in Birmingham, Alabama called Bring That Stripper to the Stage.
Okay.
And we would play like some kind of like walk-up music, whether it was Poison or whatever.
Yeah. That girl is Poison. Well done.
There it is.
Very
nice.
Hey, you look around courtside. You look tonight, right, in Game 3. Watch. You'll see some hired hands.
Yeah.
You spot them.
That's true.
To your point, Fitzy, I believe behind Mitch Johnson, the Spurs coach, in a couple of the games in San Antonio, there's been a say some OnlyFans models that have been discovered that have been sitting right behind him.
And Mitch is going to be like, can't you guys have different seats, please?
I know, it's crazy.
Please, for the love of God, can't you get different seats? Or as Charles Butler would say, they're not from here, they're imports. There you go.
That's right. Well done, my man. Yeah. Have a great one. Enjoy.
All right, kids.
There you go.
But remember, if you want to wager, go right ahead. You're not going to get in trouble.
No.
Stuff out.
Have a beer. Don't cost nothing. Talk to you soon.
See you, Fitzy.
See you, boys.
See you, man.
See you, man.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
I kind of knew it was a little when he said what he said. But I wasn't sure whether he was talking about specific people that had those names. So they were more of the general.
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
okay.
But I'm picking up what he's putting down.
Funny. I mean, I answered your question in my mouth. Like John McEnroe. Put me next to him. All right, we're coming back. Tell the Truth next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
Head to 971thefan.com to listen on demand and subscribe to all our podcasts. Wasting time has never been easier. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Feeling stressed or overwhelmed? Not sure how to get the mental health help you need? We've got your back. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442. We'll help you figure out what mental health benefits may be in your health plan. No more confusion, just the support you deserve. Call the Mental Health Insurance Assistance Office at 855-438-6442.
Get your air conditioner fixed fast. Call Care Heating and Cooling, 1-800-COOLING.
I can't raise my arms. I can't climb stairs. I can't kneel down, which means I can't play with the kids, golf with the guys, or get through a workday without an exhausting pain. Hey, it's Tyvis, and I'm here to celebrate what you can do. And that's exactly what QC Kinetics patients are doing. Not bracing for the next jolt of pain. It's gone. They've moved on back to living their lives. You heard me talk about Dr. Tesner and the team at QC Kinetics and how they helped me get my knee pain to go away. No missing work, no surgery, no long recovery. And I love hearing from you. How we here at The Fan helped you dig out from under that long list of can'ts and get back to living your best life. So go find out what you can do. It's a good life out there, folks. Go live it to the fullest. Let's get rid of that pain. Starting now, the consultation is totally free to see if you're a good candidate. Offices in Dublin and Gahanna. Call 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Many times, a person hires a law firm after an injury without doing research. It can be a big mistake or not. Sometimes, after you have hired a certain lawyer, you realize you made a certain mistake. But guess what? Just because you hired them doesn't mean you can't fire them. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you think you've hired the wrong firm, you may have. So do this. Google Morgan & Morgan results or visit forthepeople.com for cases just like yours. You may find that our full-service injury firm should have been your choice in the first place. Last year, almost 12,000 people discharged their law firm and hired us after further research. We became America's largest injury firm for a reason. Visit forthepeople.com today and let's get started. Or call Pound Law on your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Morgan & Morgan, Ohio office located at 600 Vine Street, Cincinnati. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Take a vacation from high interest rates this summer. With a special rate on balance transfers at BMI Federal Credit Union, you can put more money back in your pocket this summer. Visit bmifcu.org/consolidate to transfer your high-interest credit cards today.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. Summertime's here, and that means it's the best time to upgrade. Why? Because you're running that AC in the house. If your windows are leaky and drafty, then all that good, expensive air that you're creating in there is cooling the outside. Right now, you buy 4 windows, you get 4 free. And the more windows you replace, the more you save. Plus, 48 months of 0% interest financing, same as cash. That's 4 full years to pay with no interest. 614-502-5220. UniversalWindowsDirect.com. Common Man here. Join me June 20th for the Common Man Mile at this year's Fan 5K in Westerville. Get signed up at 971therace.com.
The 97.1 The Fan 5K is presented by Ohio State Wexner Medical Center, and the Common Man Mile is sponsored by Rose Pest Solutions. Rose Pest Solutions has been protecting Columbus homes and businesses for over 165 years. Got a pest problem? Rose is the solution. Call 800-966-ROSE or visit rosepestsolutions.com.
If only there was a radio show that constantly talked about Ohio State athletics. Well, good news. It's real, baby. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The Fan Poll is sponsored by JT's Pizza and Pub, home of award-winning pizza and $2 tall boys. All day, every day.
Tell the Truth with Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by McDaniel GM Superstore. Driving excellence since 1916. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
All right, robust show today. Memorial champ JT Poston joined at 1:30. Go back and find that wherever you get your podcast. Type in Rothman and Ice. And the dude was half. I mean, he's just exhausted. He said it was pizza and beer and put the kids to bed and then bask in the glow.
Oh, I mean, can't imagine, right? Just the mental capacity or maybe even lack thereof, both physically and mentally, coming out of that weekend. I mean, I know people were there just hanging out and enjoying the tournament that were gassed, just being out in the heat, alone going out there and physically having to do things and mentally having to go through a playoff and all that. So, yeah, to AR's point, you missed that interview. Go back and listen to it. A really cool dude, and I really appreciate his time. So it was good stuff.
All right, TLC, take us home.
All right, Dinger draft update as we head into the Aaron Judge injury stretch.
Oh, goodness.
Maddie's getting, by the way, he's getting trade offers in fantasy baseball during the show.
That are just awful, by the way. Some dude in my league wanted me to give up Chase Burns and Mizorowski for Shota Imanaga and Framber Valdez. Really?
Imanaga has been
What do you think I am?
Do you just really need some lefties?
That guy cannot keep the ball in the park.
No,
he's
rejected
awful.
that immediately.
Right now, he's been really bad.
Yeah, brutal. So yeah, I'm shook. TLC, I'm shook at this point because this is now the second serious injury that my Dinger roster is dealing with.
Yes, so you are in the lead with 63 home runs, but your second leading home run leader, that was redundant, is Aaron Judge. He's got 17.
Yeah.
Jordan's got 22. He's having a phenomenal year all around.
Yeah.
So you still have Jordan to help. Juan Soto's been really good since returning from injury, but you're currently at 63. I'm at 60. I have a very kind of well-rounded team. Vinny Pasquantino didn't really work out. You know, Kauffman Stadium bringing in the fences, I thought maybe that would help out, but he's been so bad. He's been dropped to like 6th in the lineup for Kansas City. But you're at 63. I'm at 60. Team Rothman's at 52. And Pete Alonso's been decent lately. Are you dealing with a Cal Raleigh injury, or were you recently?
Yeah,
he was down for a little bit. Yeah.
So he's been out, and then still. I mean, it feels like every single week I'm seeing people make fun of Kyle Tucker on Twitter.
Didn't he hit one this weekend though?
He did.
So that's what I thought. I saw that. Okay.
Bumped up from 4 to 5.
And then they benched him, I think.
Did they really?
Well, give him a night off.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Okay.
you still have Kyle Schwarber, who's leading the entire league with 23.
Yeah, well, he's
bombs.
going to need to hit 103 for me to win this. That's the problem.
I don't know, man. I think this is where you can close the gap on me. I think this is the time now. With no Judge for a month and a half.
I'm not worried about you. You're in first. I'm tracking down second. It's whoever's in second. That's who I'm.
That's fair.
So I'm what? 8 behind you? Is that what we said?
9. 63. I'm sorry. 63, 60, 52. So yes, 8. All right. Let's
time.
get on with this. So Ben Johnson was kind of getting ridiculed because he was getting kind of testy with the media. I know this is a nightmare situation for media members when you put your phone up on the desk and then it starts ringing in the middle of the press conference. Ben Johnson did not handle that well.
All on the same page. We're speaking the same language, and that's always a good starting point. Oh, my. Good.
Now that you've got a year under your belt, how does it feel? How do you feel about your position, what you're doing, the people you're working with?
Somebody want to take their phone, so I'm not interrupted again. Thanks.
Oh, my. So then people were making comparisons to Dan Campbell, who's had the situation before, and he had a little bit more fun with it.
12 games, but that was that portion of the season. So what the? What's your name? Colton. I'm not going to forget you, Colton. Is that your alarm? You got up early, huh?
So
alarm better than a phone call, but you can't control who calls you. But the ringer being up, I wonder if when you're saying they were using their phone to record the interview.
Yes,
that's why their phone was up there.
Yes, their phone was up at the podium. So the ringer, the alarm should blow through Do Not Disturb, but a phone call should be stopped by Do Not Disturb.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have DND turned on, which the person in Chicago should have had, then they would have been okay. Whatever call they're getting.
Yeah.
So do you think that
Torts once answered the phone call?
Which is amazing.
That's genius.
So my boy Tom Reed's phone rang, and it was his mother and an elderly woman, and Torts answered the phone, and he said, Mrs. Reed? And this is John Tortorella, and Son's in the middle of a press conference, and he'll call you back in a little bit.
Yeah, it was good.
It was amazing.
Really good. I didn't
So what should the standard be? Is Ben Johnson the standard and Dan Campbell went out of his way to be nice, or is Dan Campbell the standard and Ben Johnson went out of his way to be rude?
With the interrupted line?
Yeah, can you get this so you don't interrupt me again? Thank you.
Yeah, that was a little too spicy for me. It wasn't anything bad. I like Campbell's way of going about it because I don't think that's going to happen much if you're a coach. So I think the one time that does happen, that I would hope that you could have some fun with it.
Yeah, he didn't knock the phone off the podium and, he didn't
pull a Morgan Wallen and just grab it and throw it across the stage.
It's an off season.
Exactly.
I don't know how serious it is. This isn't after an emotional loss or something where the guy was just on the edge anyway, and this put him over. I'd almost have to see the look on Ben Johnson's face to really gather whether it was full.
I don't think it was fake mean sarcasm. I think he was actually kind of
a little ticked off about it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
He was in a mood.
He was in a mood. Hey, we got to go. Common Man and Timmy coming up next. Jason Stark will join at 5:30, and they will recap the Memorial.
Awesome day to have you. We're back tomorrow at high noon. Rothman Ice and the Fan. He's my favorite player now because he's exactly like me.
Question from a listener: do you dopes ever get tired of talking about Ohio State? No. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
The Fan.